The way just do, he just smooth, bringing much news with the facts when he crush fools. I'm rough school, I bust moves like crush groove. Pass me the mic and I'll turn it into lunch food. Just cool, but talk slick and he'll punch dudes. Cowards get the message and they hush like chubs do. You can bring your whole bus crew plus two. T-Dub-T is astronomical, you comical. You a fool if you think we'll ever honor you. Them other channels ain't shit, no abdominal. This the face of new media, fuck a Donahue. You see my giant crew, we shine like a diamond do. If any trolls disrespect, yo, we finding you. We all surrounding you, it ain't no reminding you. He already done surpassed what you trying to do. So quit the fake smoke, you suckers better take notes. When you step into the chat, you better wipe your feet. Hit the like and keep your comment short and sweet. My homie just not a joke, you don't want to war. Plus a deep boxing IQ, you don't want to spar. He broadcasted from Jersey, so we straight. Put you deep in the dirt, that's why they call this the Garden State. You seem tough but not a threat like a garden snake. We not scared of you, we chopping off a head or two. Mark your calendar, remember what we said to you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Mark your calendar, remember what I'm telling you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Word 'em up. T-Dub-T, we in the spot. LDBC strong.
Yeah, go ahead.
Had to change my answering machine. Now that I'm alone, cause right now it says that we can't come to the phone. And I know it makes no sense for you to walk out the door, but it's the only way I hear voice anymore.
Tell him, Squid G.
It's ridiculous, it's been months. For some reason I just can't get over us. But I'm stronger than oh, enough is enough. No more walking around with my head down. I'm so tired of being blue, crying over you. And I'm so sick of love songs, so done with it. So
Oh, that's been my singing days, man. Your boy looking for that record deal, man. I need a contract, y'all. Get me right, man. You know what I'm saying? Send that out, share that video, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I bet y'all ain't know your boy just had them vocals. Y'all ain't know I had them vocals. I could tell. By the way y'all typing, y'all ain't know I had them vocals. I already know it's okay. Everybody got hidden talents. That's just mine right there, you know what I'm saying? I could sing, y'all can't. I could feel the jealousy in the room now, you know what I'm saying? Because my vocals hitting different than y'all's. I get it. You know, all y'all got to do is get in touch with me behind the scenes, and I could get y'all some vocal lessons. We're going to get y'all right. But much love, much appreciation to everybody in the family. Hope y'all got a little laugh out of that. I definitely thought that was funny. That's part of my intro from now on. We're going to sing a little bit. Yeah, did. Much love to the fam. Let me say what's up to the fam in the building. My bro, D-Free. Sports matchups with D-Free. What's good, Brody? How you feeling, my bro? Appreciate you. What's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you stopping through. Parapose of victory. That was weird. Yeah, man. He got, man. Talk about it, man. We're gonna have a good conversation today, man. Spleen shots. Stop the Ukrainian. Right, Adolfo. Salute to you, Brody. Mr. PSA crushed the legend. My bro. The voice is on the job. Appreciate you stopping through, man. Laugh out of that, man. Skills, my bro. Mr. New Orleans in the flesh. How you feeling, my bro? When them TWTs, y'all lined up DP Rocker, my bro. Card and boxing. What's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you stopping through Parabro Dude Red with that body shot. That's what it looked like, bro. Big Texas 512, my bro. What's happening with it? You know, got a little humor, y'all. Because again, man, a goal of mine, yo, is to bring the entertainment value back to the sport, yo. Like, we shouldn't be mad watching a sport that we love. Like, we really should be able to enjoy it, yo. Like, win, lose, or draw, whether you're a fighter, win, lose, or draw, you should be able to enjoy the sport because it's just that dope like that. Edgar Chavez, salute to you, bro. Jersey in the building. Judah Ben, my bro. What's good with him? Rush, what's good, my bro? Y'all know I had to, you know what I mean? Just, little humor, man. It's good for the soul, man. Why y'all think my bro D Free so young? Why you think D Free out here looking 22 years old? Boy, that man know how to enjoy life and laugh, bro. Yeah, word. I told you I'm gonna always try to add a little humor to the streams, man. A lot of people be tense. You never know what somebody going through. They might could use a little laugh. Y'all know we as a family, we could talk boxing with the best of them, but it's just a little laugh here and there is good for the soul, man. So I salute and appreciate everybody pulling up. Yeah, man, that boy good. You feel me? Sexual chocolate. Good, he was with facts. You feel me, Edgar? Jay Gibson, my bro. Salute to you, TWT. What's good with it, Jay? And I got some candy gelato, y'all, and a strain called Ponzu, and I mixed them. So, it's a pretty good mix, y'all. It's legal where I'm at too, by the way. Y'all punch that like button one time as we get into this cook, man. We just getting started. I appreciate everybody coming through. We're going to have us a good boxing conversation as we always do, family. Y'all know, shout out to everybody in the chat. Clans, what's good with it, fam? TWT in the field. Good with everybody. How y'all feeling? Boxer's mind, what's good, fam? Jack Catter on Regis might happen. Hey, man. Hey, get out of here. Get out of here, the Boxer's mind. Nah, I seen it, bro. I'm on Twitter now, so y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all. Everybody that got Twitter, JusDueBoxing, man. Y'all go look me up. Your boy active, man. And yeah, I seen it on Twitter with them, kind of like a gentleman's agreement. Boxers, man. Salute to you, bro. Appreciate you pulling up. Ashley's Corner. Salute to the family. What's going on, cousin? How you feeling? Man, yeah. He can make a voluntary defense of his title, being that Jose Ramirez went in another direction. Get what I'm saying? See, so what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Appreciate y'all bros pulling up. Y'all punch that like button, man. As we get to it, man, salute to everybody in the building. Jelly Bean, what's happening with it, fam? How you feeling? So, man, we had a good night of boxing last night. I want to say I salute everybody that came through that, chopped it up with your boy. We had a nice stream, almost 4 hours. We had a good stream. We had almost 2,000 people come through there, man. The goal is to grow, man. The goal is to grow, y'all. And I think every fight weekend we're able to do that. So we just gonna keep putting together these good days, man, stringing together this content, reaching new people, and we're gonna keep talking this good boxing, this great boxing that we love, man. So start off by saying this was a solid card, another win for boxing in the books, another successful card. I'm a glass half full kind of dude, so I enjoyed the action I seen. The prelims was what they was. There's the prelims. The young Pero. Young Pero put hands on his opponent as well. He let his hands go a nice bit. So I like the way those Pero brothers been handling business, man. You know what I'm saying? They handling business in the what's his name? Leiner Pero. Man, was he losing that fight or was he losing that fight, y'all? And he just he landed the shot that ended the fight, man. That's exactly why you don't give up in the sport, yo. The dude was losing them rounds, man. It just wasn't looking good, man. He landed the shots that changed everything for him, man. You know what I'm saying? Dude is probably both dudes don't have a network, right? The problem, both dudes don't have no network. Ooh, when you mix them strains, it's like chemistry class. Facts, man. Facts. I see you, Jeff. Yeah, man. So hopefully they can change that. You know what I'm saying? After a good outing last night, man. You know what I mean? Jelly Bean, appreciate you. I'm gonna follow you back as well, bro. Tony Reviews, what's good, fam? Appreciate you stopping through. You had 9-3 to Foster. I ain't mad at that. I think Foster pitched a dominant performance behind the hands TV, my bro. Most City, what's good with it, family? How you feeling, bro? Man, y'all free to chop it up with your boy too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna drop this link for y'all just in case y'all want to come up. And we gonna build. We're gonna have us a good Sunday conversation, man. Get y'all prepped for this Super Bowl that y'all gonna be watching tonight, later on tonight. Still like to cover multiple platforms on IG too, right? Yeah, facts, Boxers mine. And I'm being more active on IG too. And as a result, I done gained about another 70 or so followers, man. So we growing, man. The grind don't stop. The work is being put in. Pressure is being applied. And man, if y'all ain't sub to, Ashley's Corner, Behind the Hands TV, you know what I mean, undercard and boxing, man. We a community. We all growing together, man. Y'all sub to these dope people. You know what I mean? The channel's not just dope. The individuals that operate these channels are dope. I wouldn't lead y'all in the wrong direction. Not gonna tell y'all to sub to somebody just because they cool. Nah, these people, not only are they cool and good people, they dope. I'm telling y'all, go check out Behind the Hands, check out Ashley's Corner, and we gonna keep building and growing, man. Yeah, but Boxer's Mind, I'm on it, bro. We everywhere. I waited for the shot he was looking for. Right, man. I love to see this, man. Mike Biggs, my bro. What's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. While he was absorbing the heavier shots, Pero remained committed to Falls' body, man. Landed 51 body shots throughout the bout, even as he fought off his back foot. Falls continuously advanced forward. Great observation, Adolfo. That is a fact, bro. It's a fact. I wanted to stop it so bad. You talking about the main event, bro? Man, we gonna get to it. Grind Hard Sports Nation. What's good with it, Brody? How you feeling, man? Top of the morning to y'all. Appreciate all y'all pulling up. We're going to drop this link just in case I got anybody in the family that want to come up and build with your boy. I'm all about the build, all about the conversation. We got a good card last night. You know what I mean? Pero surprised me, man. I mean, he was losing those rounds. False. Victor False was fighting very, very smart. He was fighting very well. He was staying disciplined. I was thinking that Pero was going to be able to take advantage of that lazy jab that he was throwing a lot of times. He just didn't take advantage the way I thought he would in spots. And his problem, Pero problem was, it's like he couldn't get the distance and the range that he wanted to fight at down pack. And he was sitting behind that high guard too much. And he was allowing False to be first and last. That's a negative. You can't allow the fighter to be first and last. And if you're not willing to work, why are you in punch range? Why are you in this man wheelhouse? Why are you where he can hit you if you're not ready to engage? You get what I'm saying? If you're trying to figure some things out, you don't need to be in punch range where he could string together them little combinations that he was putting on you. You get what I'm saying? He was working you and he was fighting smart. It was a good fight from him, man. Fast and faster the Flash last night. It was amazing to watch. Yo, Shock was amazing to watch. Amazing to watch, man. And again, my bro Crush was good with it, Crush.
It was popping. The voice was going on. Hey, salute to everybody.
What's good with it, bro?
LDBC and everybody else.
Right.
I'm chilling, man. But hey, real quick, man, before you get to cooking, I should be back going live this week. So motherfucking
man, you must have forgot what I said, Crush.
I know I've been quiet for a minute, so when I go back live, it's on. So
yeah, Lady Do just said it. She just was saying, man, she can't wait till you go back. Right? She literally just said that, and it was this morning. So you already don't forget what I said, bro. Like,
yeah, man, you already know, bro. Yeah, I was just waiting.
Let me know, and look, I boot it up, thumbnail it up, and I'll let you, you know what I mean, be the captain of that shit. Then just let me know if you need to. If you got something you want to get off before. No, I mean, just let me know. We're gonna get it right, man. Salute to everybody in the building. This is how we rock, man. We gotta rock, man. We gotta support each other. That's the only way we gonna grow. Anytime you got somebody as consistent as what we been, that's why I'm making my business to be here every day. I told you I was gonna up the workload, and I'm doing exactly that. And we're gonna keep pushing, man. The channel is continuously growing. Yeah, you know what I mean, salute to the channel members, man, and everybody that's rocking with us, man. Y'all got y'all one. Trying to tell y'all got y'all one. Y'all got y'all more than one. You get what I'm saying? So salute to all y'all.
One of the hottest things trending on YouTube and right now is The Voice right now. So salute to you, bro.
Yes, man. Appreciate you, man.
Salute to you. Ash, what's going on? You know I was dropping in on. You don't never
be D1. What's good, my bro?
I'm like the fan with the parachute that came in on Riddick going on the field and shit. That's
good, not hood, right?
Y'all know I'm coming. Hey, real quick, man. Shout out to Bill Haney.
Yeah, them Jews that he dropped on the that interview.
Out
calling out Bill, not Bill, calling out Bernard, right?
Because everything I've been saying about Bernard,
I was about to talk about. I was gonna play that in one of the lives too.
Oh, shout out to Bill Haney, man. Yeah.
Right, y'all smash that like button, man. So
shout out to Bill Haney.
Yeah, man. Salute to Bill for calling it how it was supposed to be called, man. So salute to everybody.
The only man that's kept it real on this dude. That's on that, that platform. You understand what I'm saying? Because he ain't did nothing for a brother. Never did nothing for these
Spence, but it seemed like he go against them and pick against people and talk. It just don't. You had way too much success to come off that way. Like, because you can't possibly be jealous of anybody, bro. You fought till you was 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta use all that knowledge, all that experience to uplift the sport and educate the people, not by what y'all biases and y'all narratives that y'all push. This is why we don't respect a lot of these older dudes. They come off as some sour dudes, man. But man, salute the boxing. Boxing is moving in a positive direction, in my honest opinion. Last night was another example of that. You get some solid fights. I mean, them Pero brothers put on they you know what I mean? They made their little, I don't want to say little, they made it, they both fought last night. They both got wins. The younger brother was putting hands on his opponent. I do like the way he was letting the hands go, putting together them combinations. The older brother, Leiner Pero, I mean, he's an epitome of a guy that don't quit, man. He didn't quit. The fight necessarily wasn't going in his favor. I think he was getting outboxed and touched up by Foster, and he just stayed at it, and he landed, the picture perfect body shot. I mean, this dude just turned his back in the middle of the fight, like in the middle of the round, like just turned his back and didn't want no more. I was like, yo, bro, what happened to him?
It looked like the headshot to the face area. You would have thought his nose broke, but it was that body shot. And then from that nose shot, it's like he knocked the air out of him. So he was trying to suck in the air like he was snorting a white line. That's why he did that with his nose, because he was like, where all my air go at? No. Now, I mean, that dude punched a little harder. He could have put him on his ass bag, man. But look how that fight was
salute to the queen.
And like the voice said, man, Foster was doing his job. He was going to work. And I'm watching the fight. I got it on mute, and I'm like, okay.
Salute to the queen. Tay. How you feeling, Tay?
This dude, he just got critiqued about he's not doing what he normally does.
LD was good, brother.
Next thing you know, he comes through and hit him with one of those little heavy ass shots. He just kept on throwing to the body every 45 seconds, because that's how those shits was. That's how much time and space he created in between the motherfucker. I'm like, is you boxing or you playing basketball? You being a space creator. The body's over, hit it more. You can land that shot even more. Every 2 seconds or something, bro. You boom.
And it's crazy because it's like if he would have just stopped throwing single shots and been working and punching in combination, he probably could have got that result a little bit sooner, to be honest with you.
He could have, maybe a couple rounds sooner.
Yeah, them single shots was the main thing that was pissing me off. I was like, this is why you're losing round after round, because you continuously throwing one shot at a time, maybe 2 shots at a time, and this dude stringing together little combinations. His jab was kind of lazy, little rangefinder-ish. I was thinking he was going to come over top of that jab and catch on to that, but like he was fighting at the wrong distance. He needed to be inside, but he was fighting at range that favors the taller, longer guy and fall. So I'm like, what are you doing, bro? I'm like, you got to change something up, because these single shots are not going to get it done. In terms of if that had to go to decision, you definitely wasn't going to win the way you were fighting. You get what I'm saying? But credit to you for not giving up, for remembering to put some water in that basement. And man, those final shots ended it, man. That shit was shocking. I did not expect that to happen, bro.
That was
man, my bro, what's good with it,
turn up events I seen in a boxing match. I seen it was like, what the fuck? DP Rocker, what's going on?
D1 DP, what's good, my brody? How you feeling?
Good morning, fellas. Good morning. Yo, I wanted to come up here and cook with y'all about that Bill Haney interview. I thought that shit was beautiful. I thought it was beautiful, man. The way he just basically broke this dude down and saying what everybody else been saying.
Skywalker, my bro. Salute to you, bro.
No,
just cook this dude. And go ahead, Chris.
Just real quick, so you could cook. He did an Errol Spence on him.
Right, grind hard.
He broke it down like Errol be breaking faces. Go ahead, DB.
And it's sad that, you know, it took an OG to check an OG. And my term for the word, the saying OG is officially grimy, because that's just what the hell Bernard Hopkins been doing all these years.
Right.
And when you sit up there and you try to disrespect a young man who followed in the footsteps of these greats, because that's what's happening. And I'm seeing that these old heads hating on these young dudes. And that's just, he fell right into that pattern. You went from being a boss, the executioner, to a worker for Oscar. You're a door opener. You greet people at the door. You sitting out there. I wish he'd have went in on him a little harder. You know, shucking and jiving and all that. Steven from Django. That's just what he is. I sat back. It was brilliant. It was brilliant.
Brilliant. I loved it, man.
And it took somebody who has a platform to say something like that. That's why I rock with him. Love him or hate him.
You can't say Bill hating. And it's cool that the message came from somebody that you can't deem him a hater.
Somebody already put up a video talking about Bill Haney up there going against it.
I got you, Mike Biggs. I got you.
I was like, what? No, he went out there but yeah, he going against the grain for telling the truth about B-Hop. You don't get as much love in Philly as people think. You don't get as much love. Only some penitentiary motherfuckers like you. Some real shit. You ain't nobody talking about his ass. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear Danny and none of these young guys. Don't talk about his ass. Bragging shit. You let the fucking goddamn Joe Frazier gym fucking go. That shit is in front of you, you piece of shit. The fuck out of here. And you had all these penitentiary motherfuckers from Philly supporting your ass. Nobody don't like that, dude.
You know what's crazy, Crush, is when he walked out of prison, one of the guards told him, "I'll see you soon."
Right.
One of the guards told Bernard Hopkins when he walked out of prison, "I'll see you soon," which means you'll be back. And he made it his dedication not to come back because he fought the best. He did what he was supposed to do. And now you're on the other side, and that's what seems to be happening. A lot of these dudes get on the other side and they start selling out tap dancing. Tim Bradley, Andre Ward, Bernard Hopkins.
He did it quick.
He did it quick. Exactly. He did it quick. So when you got a guy like Bill Haney who steps up and says, the raw. He didn't tap dance around it. He gave it to you raw. And I hope it hurt his feelings. I hope it hurt his feelings. But it probably won't because he don't understand that type of language.
Right, D1, money, water in that basement, man. You got to flood the basement.
And Crush, you know what's crazy is I thought about you the first thing when he was sitting up there talking about, because I know what Bill was saying, like, man, I'm from East Oakland. You know, we don't get down like that or whatever. And I'm sitting up here thinking about, man, what is Philly saying about this dude? What is Philadelphia like? You're one of the greats to come out of Philly, man. What are they saying about this clown?
I think people feel like, man. I think they feel like he a company man, and a little bit beyond that, like you've been compromised, bro. Your integrity has been compromised. Anytime you ain't bigging up the people in your sport, knowing what you went through, you out of all people, this is what's the most frustrating coming from Bernard. We know how he got treated. You get what I'm saying? We know how he used to talk. While he was active, did you forget what you went through? Because it seemed like you did, bro. Y'all OGs or whatever y'all want to call yourself, y'all not paying it forward when it comes to this sport, man. Y'all coming off like some salty ass dudes. Man, it ain't cool, man. Y'all supposed to big up the sport that you represented for so many years, especially you, Bernard. You fought till you was 50, bro. And people was behind you the whole way. Losses and all, people was rocking with you still, bro. And you all that just to retire and become one of them ones. You on your Uncle Ruckus and Samuel from the Django vibes. That's what they put in that thumbnail. I just sent it to y'all too, by the way. Y'all smashed that like button for you, bro, man. Yeah, that's real, man. Bernard got called out on it. I mean, I was gonna chop that up anyway. You know what? We could run through this fight card real quick, and I definitely I'll play the interview, matter of fact, so we could chop it up how we be doing. Well, let's chop up the rest of this card real quick, and we damn sure could get to that interview because I was gonna come live and do that. I just ain't had the time to squeeze it in yesterday. I damn
Y'all
sure
go
had
ahead,
that.
man. I just
Somebody
wanted to
sent it
chop
to me.
in with y'all, man, real quick, man, and love y'all. Just keep up
Man,
the
you
good
already
work,
know
Just.
all that, bro.
Keep up the good work, Just. Crush, you know you my brother, man. You know we gonna hook up. We gonna still do our show, bro.
Right.
You already know.
Right. Appreciate you, DP.
No doubt, bro. Y'all stay up.
All right. So yeah, man. We gonna get to the Bernard because that's a hot topic. We definitely gonna, but I want to make sure I get y'all this just do on this card last night, man. Again, the Pero brothers, as a brothers, they showed something. You know what I mean? They showed different things. You know, the younger brother showed a willingness to engage, let his hands go. You know what I mean? He really was in there working. The older brother, he had a rough out, you know, with Victor Falls, but he figured it out. I mean, like I said, I love a fighter that can lose rounds and never quit. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't exactly in survival mode. I just felt like he needed to change tactics up a bit sooner. He needed to close the gap on this bigger dude and work in the inside. And like they was speculating last night, I don't know if it was the power of Victor Falls that was keeping Pero honest, but he had his hands in his pockets a little bit last night and sitting behind that high guard just a bit too much. And he was allowing Falls to be first and last. You get what I'm saying? And my whole thing is, if you're not ready to work, don't stand at a range that's beneficial to the taller guy, a tall, longer guy. You standing at a range where he can work, and he just like using his jab. Wasn't like no piston or shotgun jab. It's a, you know, rangefinder type of, you know, tap, 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 and you know what I mean, shoot something behind it type of jab. He didn't have one of those commanding jabs. I expected Pero to be able to, you know what I mean, come over top of that, like I said, and made him pay for being lazy with that jab, but he wasn't able to do that, you know what I mean? But what he was doing throughout the fight, that was, you know, paying dividends. And like I was saying last night, the interesting thing about going to the body is the body don't have a face, y'all. Body don't have a face. So, you know what I mean? Some dudes got a good poker face. So that body, you just never know what that body was going through as he was taking those single shots throughout the fight. But obviously they had to do enough because, you know, that one that he did hit him with, you seen it was clean, but man, it didn't look like, I did not expect that to end the fight at all. Like, dude was winning, and I mean, you know, Pero kept working, man, and salute to him, man. I love to see a fighter not quit in a fight that's not going their way. It's easy to stay motivated when everything is going your way. It's easy to keep trying and, you know, mounting your offense when everything is already going your way. But in his case, everything wasn't going his way. He was landing his little shots, but a lot of single shots. He was sniping early with that left hand. It was a good shot to see, you know what I mean? But I think a couple rounds in, Falls started getting the timing of that left hand, and I kept saying I think it was important for Pero to find another punch to make Falls worry about other than the left hand, because he got the timing and the cadence down to that left hand. You throwing it now, he catching it, you know what I mean, on the glove, or slipping it a little bit. So I was hoping that he was going, you know, just, you know, land a different punch, give him something else to worry about other than just the left hand. And for a while, that wasn't the case. And, you know, Falls was mounting his offense, and he was looked like he was wearing Pero down, looked like Pero was getting a bit frustrated. But salute to him, like I said, it's very important and key that he didn't quit. And he didn't quit for a second. He kept trying, you know what I mean? He never really changed tactics too much, but I guess, you know what I mean, one that he was utilizing throughout the fight with the 50+ body shots he landed was going to the body. And I guess those shits mounted up and they added up, hit Buddy in the ribs or wherever he hit him. And he just like, he turned his back and he landed a couple more shots and linked over on the ropes. And I don't know, he's pointing to his rib. I don't know if dude broke his rib or whatever, but man, he a hell of a punch that he landed. That's what I call a kill shot, y'all. That's a kill shot. You doing all that boxing and you doing well. Then here come that kill shot, boom, and it just shut you down or in the fight. And that's what that was, man. The shots that he landed after that was just extra. But that one that made him turn his back, man, I'm like, yo, you can't do that in a fight. Like, don't stop swinging. I wanted him to really go for it. You don't stop till the ref say stop. You got to do you. So he jumped on him a bit. Ref got in between, dude leaned up on the ropes, and they just waved it off, man. So, yeah, Pero couldn't get inside of Dolfo, and you know, I think the height and the length, you know what I mean, was the reach was bothering him a bit, you know what I mean, because he wasn't working behind the jab consistently to work his way in either. He just was cool with sniping, throwing them single shots, and I think he could learn a lot from this fight. I know what I'm saying? He definitely go back, watch that tape, and learn a lot, man. So let's remember. Yeah, facts, though. Facts. So he was winning that fight until he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? The 17-year-old kid from DMV last night with the first round stoppage. Kid looked good on a pro debut. He was from DMV. I didn't realize that. I know what you're talking about, though. I think I just started following that kid, too. You know what I mean? Little Pero versus everybody. I know he got it in the bag. Versus Big Baby. Sheesh, man. I think that's a bit early. He ain't beating Big Baby right now. I like the young Pero, though, but not Big Baby. That'd be too early for him. Never seen anything like Buddy. Just quit in the range of getting knocked out. Yeah, right. Youngers don't ever do that. Take a knee. Do something. Right. Paul's ribs are on fire since the 6th round. Yeah, Pero was putting that water in the basement, y'all. And this is why it's so key. It's so vital and important to put that investment to the body, man, early. Don't wait. Start, man. Defense should be a priority. I don't care what weight class, what fighter, what level of fighter you are. Defense should always be a priority, and going to the body should always be priority as well. No, it's not always easy, you know what I'm saying? But that's just something that you got to do, man. I'm telling you. I said this too, D1. Salute to you, bro. I said this. I was saying this. Oh, what fight was this? I said this in the salute to Speedy Rashidi, but that's the only critique I had. We was hurt, man. You should have just took a knee. Taking a knee could have avoided you getting, you know what I mean, dropped and stuff like that. Extra time, I think so. You know what I mean, dudes, it's like a lost artist, almost like a scrambling quarterback that don't like to slide. You get what I'm saying? I'd rather take that unnecessary hit. You get what I'm saying? They got to get back to teaching these dudes clinching when hurt and clinching the correct way and taking a knee if need be, yo. Don't make you less than no fighter. Make you a smarter one. If you preserved yourself for the rest of the round, found a way to get out the round, make it through the end of the fight instead of getting knocked out, make you a smarter fighter, not a bad one. I mean, I was in the ring still getting, man, he was lighting him up, man. Yeah, he definitely had an off night, and if you still can win in an off night, that's impressive to me.
Yeah, Ghost ain't nobody dissing him. We know he's nice. Yeah. We were just saying he wasn't as his output wasn't as
right.
His norm. You know what I'm saying? That's all. He
had an off night and still pulled it off. Respect to him. Like I gotta give him his credit for that.
You know
what I mean? But False was fighting.
We ain't coming at him, man.
I
can go calm down, brother.
Right. We like the performance of the Peros, man. I was good to see him because you've been vouching for those dudes for a while. I think it was dope to see one of them win flat out and get it done, and one of them to get tested early and figure it out. That's dope. Like that. It's so much to learn from that. He found out something about himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? He gonna learn from the experience. You go back and watch the tape, see where you could have made some adjustments. And again, bro, I like to see fighters get tested early, specifically early, because how are they going to truly know what they need to work on? You get what I'm saying? True. It's easy to have it going all your way, and then they ask you, like, you ever notice like a fighter have it go mostly their way, and then the guy asks him like, well, what is it else you think you need to work on? You know, the short answer, everything, you know, everything. Yeah, of course you would say that, but it's different when you see them get put in positions where they got to give a specific answer when that question is asked. You get what I'm saying? So it's good to see guys getting put in situations where you see that they're not their best, where you could obviously see that it's area for improvement there. You know what I'm saying? So it's distance and range, man. Punch output, shot selection, not just sitting behind that high guard, learning to be first. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going to be first, you damn sure better be last. You can't allow your opponent to get in there and he's first and last, bro. You fighting at a range that was beneficial to the taller, longer guy. And it's like you was taking a minute to figure that out, but you never quite figured that out, in my opinion, but you still made the investment to go to the body, which ended up ultimately winning you the fight. So salute to you for, you know what I mean, staying at it and not panicking, because both of those dudes were very calm in there, bro. That's what I noticed. They were calm. They were poised in there, both of them. They were real relaxed. And that, I think that's why False was able to operate the way he was, because he was very relaxed in there, man. And that's the thing. You got to be able to make your opponent uncomfortable at some point. And False was able to be comfortable for too long. He only had really the left hand to worry about early, and after he took that away from him, It was just the body shots that, shit helped him meet his untimely demise. And man, clipped him in the ribs. I'm like, man, I seen him turn his back. I'm like, what happened? Like, I'm looking like something happened I didn't see. Man, they showed the replay, just a nice shot, man. Nice. That's a kill shot, man. That's what I call a kill shot, y'all, when he just gets shut down. That's what that was. So again, man, good win for Leiner Pero. I'll be checking for him again. I even watch Foster again, to be honest with you, because he fought a damn good fight. But people ain't gonna like the turning your back. Like, that was a fight, like dog fight or something. That's curring out, man. You can't turn your back like that, bro.
That's the only thing he did wrong.
And I get it, broken rib possibly or whatever, but bro, take a knee, man. That looks different than just turning your back. I promise you it do. Take that knee. Turn your back, man. It's like, man. It's like, yo, did you quit now? No, you know what I'm saying? At least with the knee, they're like, all right, the body shot hurt enough. He had to take a knee. But you standing up, you was fighting back, you was tough. But I guess I want to know, did he break his rib? Like, what happened? I mean, I seen him point to it, so I want to know, did he catch that Roy Jones treat and get his rib broke during the fight? Older one got heart, but skills. Oh yeah. I want to see him more than once. I know this was my only time seeing either of these brothers, so I don't know what to think just yet. I seen the younger one handle business. He got the goods, like Go said. The older one looked like he can fight too, but I want to see him again against somebody else. That was the only one fight, and he had to figure some things out. It was a rough night for him. I don't mean he can't fight, but it's about putting it all together on the night and not just fighting well in spots. You got to do it consistently. That's the thing. So, was it just the height, reach, and maybe the power of this guy? I don't know. So I just want to see both of the Pero brothers again. Like I said, I watched Victor Foster again. Salute to both of them dudes. They came to fight, man. Dude never quit. Pero never quit. And Foster was stringing them punches together and working. He did a lot of good work. And I know he kicking himself in the ass, man. Just the way he handled that. I know he wish he could have did something different. Something. A knee, I don't know what you could have did, but maybe it was the ribs really did it to him. Javed, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you pulling up. Smoke, what's good with it? Smoke. He did doubling up on him. What's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you stopping through. Giving your boy a double view. Older got a lot. He still just didn't show it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the thing is this. Like, you really don't have to defend him, right? He won. You just got stuff to work on. That was his 9th fight. Man, 9-0, 6 knockouts now. I believe that should be the record. You know what I'm saying? He was 8-0, 5. Now he should be 9-6, right? 9 with 6 KOs. So just got some things to work on. That's all. And that's what you want to see. I'm trying to tell y'all, better to get tested early and show areas where you need to improve, and while you're still winning, than get, to the point in your career you done stacked up about 20 some odd wins, then you get in there and get tested and get, get chipped up. Now you got to go all the way back to the drawing board. Like, the difference is Pero ain't gonna have to go all the way back to the drawing board and erase everything. He just got to go revisit the drawing board and make a couple corrections and then get back at it. You see the difference? Now, if you take that L, now you got to erase the entire drawing board or go get a new one. You know what I'm saying? So in this case, he didn't get his ass beat to the point where he got to, He just got to go double back to that drawing board, look at some things, make some little tweaks, some minor corrections, and get back at it. You know what I'm saying? And see where you go from there. The goal is to improve. And I feel like, 2 ways to do that is continually be put in there with the right kind of opposition in terms of testing yourself. And when you get put in these situations where you see that you're being tested and you got to improve, like, you know what I mean? You want to see that, because now we know some of the things you got to work on. And the thing for me is, now we're going to see how good he is, how well he's able to learn. Like, we don't know if the issues that he had in this fight is really going to be issues for him. You get what I'm saying? From a fight to fight basis, the good ones or the great ones, they figure it out from fight to fight. So what I'm saying is, what was an issue for Pero in this fight against Foster, it shouldn't be an issue for him in the next fight if he getting better. You get what I'm saying? He should find a way to, you know what I mean? We might need see another area where he need to improve, but it can't be the same old thing every single fight. That's when you know it's an issue, and then the fighter is not getting better. You get what I'm saying? T, what's good with it, my bro? Alex, what's good with it? Appreciate you stopping through. Oshaquie Foster is yet. Oh, yeah. T, what's good with it, my bro? The motivation, how you feeling, Brody? I'm old though, so you know me, like 35. I'm capping. Older box, I don't know how old he is. Yeah, I'm 36, man. You good, Brody, over there? What's good with it to you? Strizzy? Did you know Khan invented the Super Bowl? That's fact, really, man. You already know, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
This man got unlimited like Khan facts. Like he is the Khan encyclopedia, bro. If y'all ever want to know anything about Khan, Big Dog Willie got it for you, man. Appreciate my dog in that super chat, man. Untimely demise, yeah, D1, bro has met his untimely demise, bro. Oshaquie School, Alex Boy. Hey, listen, man. So look, salute to the Peros. They did their thing. We're gonna get to that main event, but we got one fight right before the main event. I gotta give him his just due. Because the man, like, listen, I look at things different. I assess fights and fighters differently than people, right? We all got our own train of thought. With Mario Barrios, I always thought he was a good fighter. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was good when he fought Tank. I thought he was good when he fought Keith Thurman. Tank was just better. Tank broke him down. Keith Thurman, for him to jump up there and that be his first fight at 147, and him not even be properly acclimated to the weight and fight one of the best fighters that was in the division, despite what people think, a guy that only got one loss, and that was to Manny Pacquiao. Got you, T. You know what I'm saying? He gave him a good fight. You know what I mean? He obviously hurt. Keith Thurman was more obviously hurt than Mario Barrios was in that fight. You dig what I'm saying? So, I don't know, man. I respect it. Like, not too many people, if any, bro, is going to be able to say, you know what I'm saying? Foster looked great yesterday. Facts, big dog. Not too many people are going to be able to say they fought Tank Davis and Keith Thurman. Just think about that. It's not too many people that's going to be able to say that. Let alone you fought them dudes back to back. You get what I'm saying? You got tossed in there with Tank, and you got tossed in there with Keith Thurman. That's some rough fights to win, man. You get what I'm saying? Rough fights to win. So I think this was a winnable fight for him. You know what I mean? They put him in there with Giovanni. I was telling people, I said it all stream. Y'all was hearing me. I said, no, if he don't stop him, he's going to beat his face up bad. If not, stop him late. And we might get both. And what did y'all see last night? We got both. A couple of y'all called it Combat 2 bag. Salute to you. You called it the 8th round. He called it in the 8th round. He kept calling that left hook too. T, what's good with him, my bro? Man, that was a good, nice night.
What's good, baby?
What's going on with you? Man, Barrios, man, again, he showed you that he can fight. You can say what you want. I know the opponent ain't crazy, but it's how he got his work done. Yeah, that's all. He got his work done. Didn't take a ton of punishment in return. Like, he fought a good fight. You get what I'm saying? Smart fight. And
just for the record, I picked Barrios to go the distance with Tank, y'all. So did let y'all know how much I believe in Barrios.
Right. You get what I'm saying? See what I'm saying, y'all? And look, what was it? 11th round stoppage? He took him deep. He went deep. You get what I'm saying? Went deep because Barrios is a tough dude. That's why I say, man, you got to look at who they lost to and how they lost. He ain't go out like no chump. And then he turned around, and some people would have thought Keith Thurman would have stopped him with it being his first fight at 47. It did not happen.
I picked Keith Thurman to stop Barrios, and he didn't.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? How much he think about it. You get what I'm saying? Come on, man. Talk to me, man. Barrios is a good fighter, yo. Yeah, and man, what y'all think about how he's
he need to stay at 140. He's nice.
Yeah.
What y'all think about his body last night, man? Like, not on the weird shit, but he looked like he filled out nice. He acclimated to 147 nice, man. Yeah. Looked in some real good shape. Good shape. Fought at a good pace. Good. Picked his shots well. And salute to Giovanni because he tough, yo. He took a lot of punishment. He was taking some of them shots, man. He was getting his face.
So that fight last night was at 47?
Yeah, 47. Right.
So Giovanni came up to 47.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I don't know, man. I mean, I get it. Earl about to leave. Ain't no shame in losing to Keith Thurman, man.
Right.
Man, I don't know about
or
it.
Tank either.
I
Like it ain't no shame to it. But the title, I just don't know. That's the part that because ultimately that's what they doing it for. So I don't know.
These guys may be a little too big for him.
Right.
Too good. Like Thurman was a little too good for him. The next guy might be like a little too big for him.
And a little too good.
Right.
At the same time.
But at 140, at 140, all his advantages reign supreme. Everything that he do good at 140, they stand out. You know what I mean? Him being he'll be the bigger guy, taller guy, longer guy. At 147, his body frame, he kind of just another guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He ain't necessarily big or small. He just another dude. And he got pop, but he don't hit as hard as the elite 147s, the Keith Thurmans, the Earls, the Buds. He don't hit like them. I don't know, man. I like Barrios. I'd much rather see him at 40 though.
Yeah, I'd rather see him at 40.
I understand him being at 47. No, that's the money division. The belt's about to go free. I get it. It makes sense.
Salute to my baby girl, the queen. How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through.
One thing for sure, mentally, Barrios is a warrior to take those 2 losses like that and then bounce back like this. You know what I mean? There's mental toughness right there.
Real Joseph, salute, fam. Appreciate you stopping through. How you feeling, bro? Yeah, man. That's what I'm all about. Perspective, man. He took back-to-back tough fights. It ain't gonna be too many people when it's all said and done, if many at all, that can say they fought Tank and Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? And then back-to-back punchers. You know what I'm saying? Back-to-back, and only got knocked out in one of them. You know what I'm saying? So for him to come back like this, he came back strong. This is how you get yourself back on the winning track. He fought a good fight. The opponent wasn't the craziest, of course, but again, that's why I said perspective.
He like 5'10". He like 5'10", D1.
Right.
Like 5'10".
Right. He looked every bit of 6 feet in that ring, didn't he, last night? Barrios is a solid dude, man. He's a solid dude.
He tall though. 5'10", 5'11", something like that.
Mr. Aggressive, East 5'5", was good.
But you gotta think though, 5'10" at welterweight is normal. 5'11" at welterweight, that's
regular.
Not what you gonna be. 5'9" to 5'11". You know what I mean? At welterweight. For the most part. Bud is a short welterweight, right? He 5'8". You know what I mean? Earl Spence 5'9".
Special, man. That shit different, man. It just shows you that Barrios ain't really no hope because, Keith Thurman still got some good pop. I mean, he got touched in that fight, man. But he got his nose rearranged and some more shit. But he hung in there, bro. Bro kept fighting. And then he ended up hurting Keith Thurman, had him spitting the mouthpiece out and doing his little victory lap, you know what I'm saying, surviving. So he held a good account of himself in both of the losses. That's what I know. So he came back strong, got him a good, solid win. And salute to him, man. I like Mario Barrios, man. We'll see what's next for him. But most importantly, he was able to get a win and a damn good, solid win. I mean, got some rounds in and got dude about it. They got him listed at 6 feet because they've been updating people heights. I'm not crazy. I know they've been doing it. I know what I look at a lot of box fights. They be updating shit for what's normally
about fights.
Average 5'9", right?
I'm 6'3", y'all. That nigga about 5'2".
Barrios really improved his technique last night. Yeah, he was patient, picked his shots real well. He operated behind his jab very well. I was impressed.
Wikipedia got him at BoxRec got him at 5'10", and Wiki got him at 5'10". So I'm going with that man 5'10".
5'10", yeah, he close. He a big, he is solid.
5'10" is tall for 140. That's huge.
Right, I'm about to say that, right? Because that's what I was telling about that height. Ain't for at 140 still. Fizzle, what's good with it, Fizzle?
But like Go said, man, he probably just can't make 140 no more physically. Physically, like as a man, he growing up. What are you, 26, 27 now? He probably can't get down to 140 no more.
Right. So, Bruce Gas, salute OG. Appreciate you stopping through. I got some gumbo in the mix today, man. Some candy gelato with the ponzu. Let's get Barrios back at 140, man. Yeah, get him the nutritionist, man. See if he can make 140 again. Yeah, average height for right.
Grown man shit, man.
Right.
Can't make 140 no more.
I'm telling you, I think it's over too, though, T. But look, he looked like he filled out well at 47. That could be a good sign for him. I ain't saying he's just no super big dude, but he got a decent frame and some length to work with. So he should be okay, man. But again, those mid-pack guys and solid fighters, he could do something with them. But the champion,
he'll beat those guys.
Mm-hmm.
He beat the middle of the pack dudes easy,
right.
But it's the top tier. It's the top
that I'm worried about. Right,
it's the top 10 that I'm worried about. Not the not 11 through 20. I think he could compete or be in there.
Right. Yeah, he need to stay put.
It's the Boots and it's the Earls and it's the Buds and it's the
D1.
the Nonesis and the Virgil Ortiz is who I think he'll struggle with. You know what I mean? Those type guys. But like Blur Cobbs, he'll beat him. You know what I mean? He'll be like the mid niggas.
Okay, I got you, D1. I know the keyboard tearing you up again. Barrios beat Speedy. No. Speedy is entirely too fast for him undercard, and he weighed entirely too fast, and he might stop him. Because that speed will tear him up. It'll give him fits. I can see that already. That speed to give him fits, man. Nightmares. So you end up at 54. We gonna see, man. Salute to the OG Bruce guys. Chicken Talk, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Box right, great. Told me those heights ain't accurate, right. Yeah, we know because they done changed. I seen them change.
I know for sure Michael Fox. I know for sure Michael Fox reaching shit wrong because he told me that he's reaching shit wrong.
I remember who was it? Somebody else had told me his joint was wrong. Damn, Art. No, he said it. I think was it Ryo that said his joint was wrong up there. I think so, but yeah, they be inaccurate though. But we know Barrios is a pretty lengthy dude though. Nonetheless, got some height on him, man. Around to weight 10 pounds max. You know how much gas he used cutting all that weight. Miss out from better fights. Yeah, that's what people were saying. I feel like if the weight is like you making it unhealthy and it's like stripping you down, it's causing a problem for you physically, it's a natural sign for you to go up. But if you could make it and be healthy, strong and still feel good, perform. Yeah, but I think some dudes do be
we gotta get Barrios. We gotta get a picture of Barrios standing next to a nigga 6 feet, man. We gotta find a picture of Barrios standing next to Earl Spence and standing next to Jamal Charlo.
Yeah, like I said, Jeff, the middle of the pack guys, he beating them up. It's the top 10 that he, where it's gonna get rough for Barrios to me. And that I say that because at the end of the day, that's what you're in it for. He's gonna want the title if you can get one. But it's gonna be tough because you got some sharks, shark infested waters at that top 10. So
hey, Chicken Talk, bro. Is you lefty, bro? Is that lefty?
Mm-hmm.
Or is you Rayho at?
Salute to that's lefty. Salute to my Brody G Fizzle. What's good with it? Fizzle. Mario not gonna be a 47-pounder for a long. He will probably have more up again 3-4 fights. We'll see, man. But I like what Mario Barrios did last night. He fought a damn good fight. Again, I know the opponent wasn't the craziest, but you can't expect it to be after he had back-to-back fights with punchers and top guys. So look, salute to him, man. That was a good win, man. But look, man, let's get on into this main event where people were sleeping on this man. And again, the way I assess it, some people reasoning for not picking.
Nice talking to you, Pimp.
Was reasonable because I just know that y'all haven't seen him because I kept seeing people say that. I ain't seen much about him. So I knew some people was gonna go against him, but other ones I was surprised that y'all was picking him to get stopped, TKO'd and all this other stuff. I'm like, nah. Told people he had more wrinkles to his game. He had a deeper bag than Rey Vargas. Told y'all he was better defensively. Period. He was even better defensively than I thought he was gonna be. That dude did not take a ton of clean shots. You did not see him constantly getting his head knocked back over and over. Man, did he get his man fits? And by taking that step back, he couldn't do nothing. And again, I told y'all, when a guy is known for volume, one of the ways that you neutralize that volume is not being in punch range for that guy to get his shots off. And what did you see last night? Rey Vargas falling over his own feet, reaching, missing real bad. Like that step back was giving him fits. Every time Shock took that step back, it's like he couldn't set up his combinations the way he wanted to. He was just getting picked apart, man. Beautiful. What's good, bro?
Vargas don't punch. Vargas wasn't punching to where Foster was going. He was punching at the target. He was following right into Foster plan.
Talk to him.
He was. You got to punch where the person going. You got to punch ahead. Like you got to be 2 steps ahead.
Right. And he was a step and a half behind all night.
The whole fight though. Damn. I can see 2-3 rounds, but he didn't make no. Bro, I thought Vargas was a better. I thought he had a higher IQ than he displayed last night.
Yes,
yeah. I got you, gentleman.
Right.
I got you, gentleman.
147 for Barrios. He made 140 easy. Is he a top dog? No, but he could do something. Right. I'm with that. I think he could. It's just them top guys is going to be his biggest issue. Somebody playing music. I hear music.
I turned it off.
Oh,
Those the TV.
Oh, TV, you get that bread. You said the jelly bean was good, bro. He said, T, did you get that bread? Speedy need to work on head movement as well. Right. And just that gas tank, focus on that gas tank too. But yeah, man, Regis versus Caneol, that's a possibility. But I'm gonna finish giving Shock his flowers, and then we gonna finish cooking about whatever else y'all what's on y'all mind this morning. Shock did what people thought he couldn't do. Like I said, I was saying people picking him to get stopped, not even on points, like stopped. So I'm like, nah, better fighter than this dude, more wrinkles to his game. He could fight at all 3 ranges, as you can see. You seen it last night, man, and Rey Vargas just couldn't do nothing with him. He had no plan B, C, or D. It was just A, and the A didn't work. I seen a guy that got his confidence taken. I seen a guy that usually let his hands go in combinations often. I seen him get his punch output lowered because dude wasn't in range for him to get his shots off. Whenever he'd try to go to engage, Shock could take that step back and it'll offset. It'll either offset what Rey Vargas doing or freeze him. You get what I'm saying? Either way, he was neutralizing the hell out of his offense, man. That shit was a pretty performance to me, y'all. That's why I say for somebody to say not impressed, like, what do you need to see to be impressed? He was swimming without getting wet. What are we talking about? He did not take a ton of shots. The man basically just he took a lap around the arena. That's all he did. He just got, like, he hit the bag or something because he damn sure wasn't getting hit in there. You know what I'm saying? He made Rey Vargas question himself, like, I mean, of course, you obviously got hit, but I'm talking about, hey, was his head getting rocked back, getting snapped back with shots over and over? No, he was neutralizing everything. Rey Vargas, I never seen him that hesitant to throw his hands, and I never seen him look like mentally, like, I don't want to say broken because he still was trying, but he was questioning himself. There was a lot of doubt going on in his mind while that fight kept playing out. It looked like it got to a point where he felt like he couldn't beat him, so he didn't even try to do nothing different. He just was cool with not getting stopped. You get what I'm saying? It got to that point to me. He just like, all right, as long as I don't get stopped, it's cool. But you didn't change nothing up. So it told me, you know what I mean? He got in your head and you just was unwilling to try anything different. You know what I mean? You was comfortable with getting touched up as long as you didn't get stopped, man. Hey, man, he pitched damn near a shutout. You know what I mean? You might give him a few rounds, maybe 2 or 3. I seen Tony Review say 3 rounds. Hey, man, I mean, we being generous, maybe. But he was getting schooled. That's what I was seeing, round after round after round. There were in the rounds that people did try to say he won. I felt like the only reason people said he won those rounds because those was the rounds Shock didn't hit him as much as he hit him in any of the other ones. That's all that was. That don't mean he won it, and I don't think he did. I mean, I just think he got outclassed, outsmarted. Shock showed that he really got up for this fight, like he said. He said he got up for this one. His shape he was in impeccable shape. You know what I'm saying? That's how you want to be, man. Like, he really got up for this fight. And I think 130 got a real player in Oshaquie Foster. So, and then look, man, he better than I thought he was. I ain't gonna lie. I thought he was solid, but thought he was good, but I think he's real good. I really do. And I see why Shakur Stevenson say he was the second best fighter at 130. And I'm gonna say this, in saying that, you expect him to kind of say that he ain't better than him, right? But to say he's second best, just exclude him out the situation. Shakur being himself, say he don't count. He would be basically telling you, Oshaquie Foster, put it this way, he ain't at 130 no more. Oshaquie Foster's still there. So the last time he spoke, he was the second best. What would it make him now that Shakur ain't there? He absolutely one of the best fighters at 130, I think. Hands down. I hope he get more opportunities to prove it because he had to get it the long way. Like I said, he took them 2 losses early. He understood why he took them 2 losses. He didn't make excuses. It was a real deal. He just didn't have both feet in boxing. When he took that other foot that was possibly in the street and put it in boxing, 2 feet in boxing, he got the result. The man ain't lost since 2016, and I think it's only going to be up for him. And this is the best win, the most notable win on his resume. So he continuing to improve. Look how much better he looks.
This is a huge win in boxing. This like upset of the year level type shit though.
Right.
The who he beat and the way he beat him, the performance he put on, bro. I got hella respect for Rey Vargas. Hella respect for Oshaquie. I did not expect Oshaquie Foster to make Rey Vargas.
Salute, Brody. Mr. Holmes, salute to the family. I smashed that like button for you, bro.
I'm listening to you too, bro. I was just,
yeah. So again, man, Oddity is right. This is a win for boxing. You just like to see a guy that was somewhat of a dark horse in the division. I mean, it was no excuse for why we ain't seen this more of Oshaquie Foster. That's for everybody, the boxing world as a whole. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason why we weren't seeing more of this dude. And after last night, he gave everybody every reason to either root for him and want to see him again. You get what I'm saying? I don't see how you could watch that fight and not be impressed. You got a guy in there that was beating everybody else they put in front of him. Got in there, got took to school. Wasn't even close, in my opinion. He got dominated to me. You know what I'm saying? Only thing he didn't get was knocked out, but he got dominated. And it was arguably at that knockdown it should have been ruled a knockdown, but that's ticky-tacky. We don't care about that. We did see that man go out there and perform at a high level. And man, talk about a gas tank, bro. Fought at a good pace. No, it wasn't super, super high, but you ain't need to. He made his punches count. They were effective. And he wasn't tired. He didn't gas. He fought a consistent fight, man. I'm telling you, got another fighter, a real fighter. Will Oshaquie
Foster showed us last night, right? And we went into that fight thinking we had two. Some of us, right? Some of us who really know this, right? We knew he was 2 high-level fighters, right? Some people thought Oshaquie was shit, right? But we went in that fight knowing we had 2 high-level fighters. We came out of that fight knowing that one of them fighters is on a different level. It's a gap, a huge gap, about a 10-round gap of talent between them 2 fighters. Dog. That was crazy to see. And Rey Vargas can box, but he can fight. He can fight. He want to fight, but that dude can't box. Watch him fight Mark. He couldn't fight Mark because Mark's gonna knock his ass out. He boxed Mark the whole fight. You know what I mean? That dude could box and he can fight. And Oshaquie, he couldn't do neither against Oshaquie. He couldn't outbox him or outfight him. Right. It was crazy. It was crazy. So I'm like, bro, and I knew Oshaquie had that in him, but bro, that's what you call when somebody put it all together. You know how we say Anthony Y'all had to put it all together. Shit sounds stupid, but Oshaquie put it all together. That's what it looked like when you put it all together.
I agree, bro. I mean, that's an excellent example of putting it all together on the night, man, and consistently doing it. That's what you call executing a game plan to perfection, bro. He did not take a lot of punishment. That is very important, the way he took this dude apart, man. That was impressive, man. I'm very impressed with this dude, yo. I'm high on this dude after last night. I'm sorry, y'all. I think even more of him after last night. I'm not sorry. I love to see stuff like this. And this is what it means to raise your level. You get what I'm saying? This was by far his best performance and his best opponent to date. Get what I'm saying? Dude, nice, man. Dude, and with them 2 losses, that's why I said do not let them losses be the reason you don't think he is nice. Pay attention to the body of work. Pay attention to the focus and how he continue to just get better, improve. And he just one of those dudes, he be out of sight, out of mind because he ain't no attention whore. You don't see him all over the place. You get what I'm saying? He don't post crazy all over the gram. But you need to be posting more at the last night, champ. You need to. Undercard and boxing, my bro, in that super chat. D1, go Sean Clark, and the whole TWT team. Thanks for all the support. You already know, man. We appreciate you.
Valdez and Navarrete may be in jeopardy, undercard.
We appreciate you, undercard.
Sorry, bro.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Yeah, it's time for you to get your just due. They be cutting my clip off at the end. I hate that. I'm gonna fix it. Appreciate you, Jeff. Appreciate you, bro. Shock versus Navarrete, man. And again, that should be a real fight because Navarrete, he relinquished his WBO title at 126. He's staying put at 130. So why not? You get what I'm saying? Why not? And I don't want to hear nothing, man. Why not? Why not throw him right in there? Y'all just gave that man Liam Wilson, and he almost got his reign ended by Liam Wilson.
And Valdez might, word around the street is Valdez might not be ready for the Navarrete fight. So Navarrete may actually end up fighting Oshaquie. I saw undercard say he want to see Valdez and Navarrete. That's the fight that they playing, but Valdez might not be ready for. That's what I'm hearing. He might not be ready for it. So Oshaquie and Navarrete might actually fight.
Right. See, and that's good for boxing. That's all. That's what we all about. Forward progression, y'all.
Hey, but y'all know why it's starting to say Valdez might not be ready though.
But I even question the injury, bro. I'm sorry, no disrespect to him. I question the injury. I felt like it was convenient, bro. Then you just come out of nowhere. Now you hurt, and then now you ready. All right, well, look, I expect to see him pushing for that fight because he got in the ring and did all that. But go ahead and not be ready because I damn sure wouldn't mind seeing Oshaquie Foster get up in there and handle some business, man. The dude is the goods, man. He was so
smart defensively
to me, man. I think that's by far one of the most impressive aspects of last night. He did not get hit a lot, yo. He made this guy that throw a lot of punches, that usually land a lot of punches. He neutralized the hell out of him, and why I'm impressed and I'm glad to see that because I'm telling you, Caleb Plant. People banking on him to get tired if he is able to control distance and range on that fight because you need to take your feet with you to punch. And if a guy is not in range, you can't land those 3, 4 to 5 punch combinations that you want to. You just can't do it. But it's about consistency and how long can you keep it up? Can you put it all together on the night? Or are you going to be spotty? Are you going to be able to do these things in spots? Or are you going to be able to consistently command the distance and range in there and try to neutralize that guy's volume? Because that has to be an area of focus right there. Because you don't throw more punches than him. You just don't. You don't. But you can box smarter than him. That you can do, and you're going to have to do it. So I'm just looking at that. That's just something I'm looking at for that fight. I'm looking ahead, y'all. Shockey going to run him out of 130. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I'm shocked about to put on. We need to hit tomorrow. B-Day, you feeling lucky? Man, when your B-Day, Jelly Bean? Foster sent Vargas back down to 26. Yeah, right. I think he going back down there. Cycle. 88, man. Something. Shock has 2 W. Yeah, he said he got a couple mandatories or something to take care of. So maybe. So I mean, but you know,
Navarrete got the WBO. So there's unification.
Right. And that does what, T? Trump the mandatory, am I correct? So we all know.
But that's his only alley. If Navarrete don't fight him, which he probably ain't gonna want to, right? It's Navarrete, right? We know how he gets
Baxter, right?
But so he might have to end up fighting them mentors, but it's open. It's a play open for Oshaquie now because the word getting around. Ain't nobody dropped it yet. I'm gonna drop it eventually. But Valdez probably ain't gonna make it to that fight, bro. I'm telling you. If not heard about it later, just remember you heard it on
well, you heard it first, man. TSPN, TNN, man. Shock stamina, yeah, Jeff. Very impressive, yo. The stamina, tomorrow, make sure you pop through because you know I'm gonna be live, man. So I could shout you out on your born day, Jelly Bean. To my baby girl, just wanted to let you know that you could bench more than you. Just show those muscles.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Didn't cut it off that time. Appreciate my baby girl putting some color in the chat. Caleb got to work. His work cut out for him. Yeah, he's gonna have to activate that back foot, right? And that he gonna have to activate that reserve gas tank because he's gonna need it for a guy that got great conditioning, and that's gonna continuously come. He's going to be very stubborn in that ring in turn. He's going to have 0 quit in him, David Benavidez. So it's going to be very important for Caleb Plant to kind of, create some kind of doubt in his mind. He's going to have to make him feel uncomfortable about something in there. You can't just let that dude feel good walking forward. Trying to walk.
Since I'm in your house, Miss Du, I ain't got nothing to say since I'm in your house. But if we was in my house, I tell you what's on my mind.
You is in your house, bro.
I want to get put out. I want to get put out your house, Miss Du.
You ain't gonna get put out, bro. Hector coming a while, and you want that belt.
You gonna get put out, bro.
Nah, you ain't gonna get put out, bro. You know it. Foster was walking Vargas down most of the fight. Facts. Caleb been walking down. No, absolutely not.
because them uppercuts not gonna work.
Yeah, you don't ask for no 22 by 22 foot ring because you intend on walking somebody down. That's for sure. And if I'm the boxer with the better legs, I want the bigger ring too. I'm just saying, I'm gonna make you work for every shot, and that's where Caleb mindset got to be at. You got to make that man work for everything he get. Hector versus Luis Garcia versus Oshaquie. Yeah, man, let's see it. Look, I'm high on Shock right now, so it's gonna be hard for somebody to, like, you know, these dudes. I don't see no Hector Luis Garcia beating him either. I don't, man. He's a real dude. Salute to the family. Y'all smash that like button, sub to the channel if you new. Son of God, salute to you, Brody, in that super chat. Appreciate you, fan. Much appreciated.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Bullshit for Benavidez. Couldn't have been Samson. Who knows, right? Salute to my bro, Son of God, man. Appreciate you. I think Plant and Dave is a 50-50 fight every single time I think about it. Right. It's definitely 50-50 because it's a number of ways it could go, and it's not no predetermined outcome, I don't think, and that's why we all really want to see the fight. If it was a foregone conclusion, I don't think we'd be excited to see it the way we are, and I say we because I feel like we all are. Y'all smash that like button too, man. Sub to the channel if you know, and y'all let me know, man. Shock, I think he put the division on notice. That's how you do it with a fight like that. That's how you do it, man. That's how you do it. Benavidez is too emotional. I'm telling you, for me, I feel like that could go one or two ways. Either you gonna be emotional like that, and it's gonna put you in a position where you never gonna stop and you're gonna catch up to him and eventually hurt him, or you could end up going outside yourself and not listening to your dad, letting the moment get away from you. And we all know with chasing a knockout, what happens when you chase a knockout. That's my only concern, the level of emotion, because it's one thing to be extra passionate, but it's too many situations in this particular fight where you look like you was willing to fight outside the ring, and that's not going to do neither of y'all no good. So I didn't like that extra stuff because it was a little extra. So that's where it come off. That's where he crossed the line of being passionate and it's emotional, because you was looking like you wanted to do something outside the ring. That's not going to do no good for neither one of y'all if you was, you know what I mean? So I didn't like that much emotion in it, but again, that and the focus and the emphasis on the knockout. You get what I'm saying? Again, I always say this: if you ain't Wilder, I don't want to hear that, and I don't want to hear that. If you ain't Wilder and changing, setting records, landing 3 punches, but really needing one to end the fight, I'm not trying to hear about a knockout all the time, because I would assume that this fight is taking place at the elite level, right? It's safe to assume that they're at the top of the division, right? So at that level, I feel like you need more than a knockout plan. But maybe he don't, and maybe he gonna prove me wrong. But that's just my areas of concern. Like, you just so hell bent on this knockout. Not gonna prove you wrong, dude. And we just seen one of the most offensively talented and gifted fighters harp on a knockout, and he went from regular treatment, just taking his ring walk, to pulling up in big ass, cars, getting the star treatment. And the moment got away from him. He was chasing a knockout that never came. He was playing to the crowd and wasn't listening to his dad. Could David Benavidez put himself in that same situation by allowing this moment to get away from him? And let's be clear about something. Caleb Plant, although he came up short against Canelo, he still fought at this level. That does matter. This is David Benavidez's first rodeo at this level. Let's just be honest. It is, if you want to be real. So, I mean, he gotta stand tall, man. He gotta really execute. He the one putting a lot of pressure on himself, guaranteeing knockouts before 6 rounds. And I'm just telling you, don't go in there chasing a knockout and get clipped. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it, because ain't nobody trying to hear nothing. I'm telling you, do not count Caleb Plant out. I'm not saying there's no foregone conclusion that he gonna use the ring and outbox him, but I'm telling you, it's a real thing. Do not think it can't happen. It's a reason why this is a 50-50 fight. It's a reason why we want to see it. And it ain't just because David Benavidez is going to come in there and knock him out. That shit ain't going to be easy. I'm pretty sure Plant is going to make him work for everything, because he's a smart fighter, and I love a smart fighter. You know what I'm saying? So it remains to be seen if he's going to put it all together on the night. How T was just alluding to. It's about putting it together on the night. Let's see. They both got, you know what I mean? it's some tension in there. It's bad blood. It's everything you want to see in the fight. But it's one guy that just have this certain level of calm over him that I just seen work for another fighter. I don't care what nobody say. When you overly aggressive, that shit backfires, man. I don't care who you are. And I see one guy is just so calm. I just seen what being calm. All right, perfect example, Jermell Charlo. What was he in the first Castano fight? Nobody's gonna. That boy was pissed off. The whole, like, everything, every question, every time you turn around, Mel looked like he was mad. And then he went in there and fought like it. And you rematch. Here come the rematch. This dude from the ring walk had a certain sense of calm over him that allowed him to execute to perfection. What did he do this time? Listen to his trainer. You know what I'm saying?
Father, even from the press conference, he was more relaxed. Jamal
right. Right. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? A clear head is a dangerous thing, man. And Caleb Plant just, even when he's saying, look at him, he's so mad. Like, he's just so calm, hands in his pockets. Like, yo, he don't care about none of that stuff you talking about. And I think that's going to put him in a good position to perform. That don't mean he going to win, and it don't mean Benavidez could lose. Like I said, for all I know, he could channel that damn anger and go in there and smash him and get him out of there before 6. But I'm telling you, just don't bank on that. And it's not going to be easy, man. Caleb Plant really could fight. I think his boxing ability is underrated. And people are just a lot of the confidence that people have in Benavidez is based off, you know, power and strength. And y'all thinking on him walking Caleb Plant down and him getting tired. Like, I'm telling you, that don't happen. Then what? That's all I'm saying. Quick, my sis. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling? Real, man. We got a real fight March 25th for real, y'all. Navarrete just fought type of finisher. We ain't bringing him up today. He gonna get beat up. Yeah, that roar. Yeah. He was bad as hell. Yeah, he was in his head the whole first fight. Right. Fighting too emotional, not thinking clearly, doing stuff that's uncharacteristic of him, like sitting on the ropes, languishing on the ropes, allowing Castano to back you up, be first. You get what I'm saying? He changed all that in the rematch. He was having none of that. And not only did he knock him out, break him down and knock him out, he created separation in that fight that showed you who the better fighter was on the way to a knockout. You get what I'm saying? On the way to a knockout. That's what was impressive. Man, I'm telling you, Undercard Shock was a smooth operator last night, bro. You want to talk about the epitome of being in your bag? That man was in his bag, man. Should have gotten a second earned L that night. Man, he Shock was in his bag. Caleb Plant definitely seen the sports psychologist a few times. He knows what he's doing and how to do it. Man, I'm telling you, L, he got a sense of calm over him that I could appreciate. And I like the energy to a certain extent from Benavidez. Not the I want to do something to you. I could have did something to you out there, and not that. That's I don't. And again, salute the YSM and Greg Hackett, man. Greg Hatcher, he said, he putting the same amount of energy into winning the fight as he is trying to be a gangster. And I get what he's saying. Again, that those type of comments don't exist if you're not carrying it a certain way. And people don't have a problem with you being passionate and being like, eager and chomping at the bit to get at it. But again, this whole you want to do something to him outside the ring and break his neck, just save it for the ring, bro. So again, you get what I'm saying? Because you ruin the fight outside the ring, you're going to make it look like you didn't really want it. Now, allow yourself, save some of that for the ring, bro. Don't be overly emotional and you go in there thinking that dude a chump. See, that's another thing. And again, none of this means that Caleb Plant going to win or Benavidez going to lose. I'm just laying things out there. You got a guy that's, he pussy this, he pussy that. I don't really hear nothing about Caleb Plant. No positives over there in that camp. That's all I'm saying. You hear Caleb Plant, oh, nah, you calling him sheep and some more shit. He like, man, sheep don't get to sit up here. So I don't think he no bad fighter. And that's all I'm saying. It's just understanding where you're at and what's in front of you. You're not letting the moment get ahead of you and blind you to the fact that the other guy on the other side of you is a real fighter with some real skill and talent. And he coming to win too. And that's how Caleb Plant is approaching it. And I'm telling you, them and Team Benavidez, especially the father, you giving that man zero respect. And listen, I get it to a certain extent. Like, you're going to have to earn respect. I get it. But to me, when it comes to him specifically and Caleb Plant, seem like you might be slighting him enough where you could underestimate him a little bit from a coach's standpoint, because you just don't want to give that man credit. Y'all right here, and you still talking like he's forced to fight you. You just can't come to reality that this dude is not scared of your son, and he's gonna fight like it when they fight March 25th. I'm not saying he's gonna win, but all that he was just forced to fight, and he's trying to find a way out. You sound dumb. That man sound like he ready to fight, and hell, with what he sound like, look what he looked like. Did you see him with his shirt off? No weird shit. The boy's in shape, man. Boy's in shape. And I heard Benavidez in shape too. I heard somebody say something about the dude look like he got a 6-pack. That's damn impressive if that's true. You get what I'm saying? So look, man, hopefully both of these dudes has really put the right work in to give us a 50-50 type fight that we want. But I'm telling you, man, I just don't feel like the underestimating is coming from Caleb Plant's side. If it's any of that at all in this fight, it's definitely coming from Team Benavidez. Not so much David, but Coach Benavidez. And I'm telling you, not giving that man his just due and getting there and beat your son ass, you're going to have yourself to think about. You're going to have yourself to think for that. And I don't want to hear you did the best. I want to hear if you said you did the best you could with him, how you did with Ryo when he lost. And then you got another fighter in Ryo that you need to worry about too. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We're going to see. We're going to see. We're going to see. I just know Caleb Plant ain't no walk in the park. Think he pillow fisted all you want. And you know what's funny? I should pull up the clip. You know what I mean? Salute the mama's boy for posting that. He felt like since people was clowning on Rolly getting dropped, he posted a clip of him sparring none other than Sweet Hands. And man, did he sit him on his ass. Bro, matter of fact, man, nah. Matter of fact, let me see. Do I got that clip? Nah. Because they did these false narratives like that pillow fist. I hate that narrative for anybody that's really not pillow fisting. No disrespect, Paulie Malignaggi could kind of fit that bill. No disrespect. You seen somebody get in there and treat him like a kid. You ain't never seen nobody. These other fighters, I ain't even got to name none in specific. These new fighters of today that they be saying pillow fisted, bro. You ain't never seen them get done like Paulie did ever in your life. You ain't never seen that. Yep. Yeah, I'm about to pull that up, man. Caleb Plant, man. And this listen, my boy, I ain't saying he's never been dropped and none of that before this point, but he's a otherwise known as a tough dude, yo. And Caleb Plant, it wasn't no flash knockdown. It wasn't no, you could say what you want. It wasn't no damn flash knockdown, that's for sure. This dude could punch, man. People just don't like to give credit where it's due. And they like to push these weird ass narratives, man. Everybody not gonna be no damn KO puncher. But the name of the game is boxing. It's hitting and not getting hit. And Caleb Plant is one of the better fighters at doing that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna pull it up. Look how he checked him. Salute the mama's boy that he posted that in light of Rolly getting clown butt shit. You expect that from Rolly because he talk a lot. So, but man, he's pillow fisted my ass. Like he put hands on him. But salute to Oshaquie Foster in that card last night. It delivered. I thought it was entertaining for the most part. You know what I'm saying? We got back-to-back knockouts. Then we got a masterclass ass whooping from Shock to in the car, man. So again, we got a new player at 130. I think he right off the bat just one of the best fighters there, and he's gonna show it. Just hope this get him more opportunities. You're watching David versus Darrell right now. Yeah, because it's some confusion as to how that fight really went. David and what's the name?
Who the champs at 130? Shock, Cordina, and Shakur had WBC and WBO.
So Navarrete got a belt up there now?
He just got the interim WBO. Yeah, so he got the WBO basically. He got WBO. I think that's what he just got. Yep, so Navarrete just got his belt. Shit. 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, so he WBO, Shock, and Cordina.
Right, and that's a good fight too. Him and Cordina, another good fight. Watch Caleb work right here like a sniper, bro. Watch this. And now look at dude though. Look at his legs. Look how bad he was. But he can't punch though. And nobody with no pillow fit. You ain't never seen Paulie Malignaggi do that to nobody. I ain't trying to hear. No, I don't want to hear nothing. You ain't never seen Paulie Malignaggi do that to nobody. ever in your life. You ain't never seen nobody with pillow fists, period, do that to nobody. Not even just Paulie. You ain't never seen nobody that got pillow fists do this to nobody.
Who posted
that was a clean plate, well played shot with weight behind it.
Who posted
Dennis Douglas is a tough dude, man. Mama's boy is a tough fighter, dude.
Okay.
He the one that said he fought Bennett, you know what I mean? Benavidez, all them scarred Charlo. Said Charlo hit harder. And think about that. Charlo is at a lighter weight class. He said Benavidez's hands are heavy. He got weight, but it be the accumulation. He said it. He said Charlo hit harder. So he got hit by Charlo, man. He was like, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just telling you, people just be hating. They're real sweet hands. They don't call them sweet hands for nothing. Ain't nothing sweet about them. Don't let that name fool you, man. Bro, ask a fight, man. Man, he sat him down, bro. Weight behind it. And like a G, no celebration, no extra shit, no none of that. He doing that like he do it. Like
did y'all see the punch that Benavidez got dropped with in his fight with Gravel?
Damn, I had it in here, T. I did have it in.
You know, and that was like a version. That punch right there is like a version of that punch Gravel hit him with, and Caleb Plant threw his shit with way more veracity than Gravel dropped.
Facts. Facts. Telling you. Damn, I had it in here before. I think I took it out. I had it in here, but then, man, I'm telling you, don't sleep on Caleb, man. He one of them ones, man.
It wasn't really a hook. It wasn't really like a hook. It was like a straight.
It was like a
hook
jab,
like he bopped him. He did kind of hook it.
Like a hook jab or something. You know what I'm saying?
It was like kind of
like a hook jab.
He kind of bopped his ass a little bit, like.
Right. Caleb has grown since the Canelo fight, right? Yo, you can see it. It's growth, it's maturity. I think he got a bit better. I know it's hard to assess it with Darrell, but you got to look deeper than that man being 39 years old. You got to look at the way he performed. He wasn't gassed at all in that fight. He fought at a good pace. Didn't take a ton of punishment. He wasn't in there getting his ass beat. I don't know why people made that fight seem like it was so back and forth. No, it wasn't. Caleb was beating him up, man. Beat him up and set him up and clipped him and got him up out of there. You know what I mean? Hector just fought Tank as one of the major titles. Right. Yeah, right. Right. Salute the boxers, man. Appreciate that, bro. Yeah, Hector Garcia. Hector Garcia do got one of the titles. Right. Appreciate that, bro. I could not think of it. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. So he got the last one.
Right.
So Hector, Navarrete, Shaw.
Yeah. I believe he's heavy-handed, Ghost, with good volume and you know, enough of those joints is gonna break you down, which is a good thing. He don't have to have one punch knockout power. Breaking you down could be damaging. You get what I'm saying? He has that ability to break you down. You get what I'm saying? So he could be detrimental to anybody that's not in shape. You get what I'm saying? Shit, did that and take that title. That'd be sick. Yeah, the accumulation, right, Ghost. That's what Mama's boy was saying. Mama's boy playing a sniper, bro. I'm telling you, man, real sniper, bro. Sniper play shots. You don't have to punch it. You see what I'm saying, D1? Right. He just great punch placement, yo. I'm telling you.
Legs, dog.
Yo, you see his legs? That's why I'm leaving it there. Like he had that man hurt, y'all. He was hurt. He felt that. Okay.
Damn.
Caleb Plant, one of them ones, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, bro. And again, that's distance and range. Look at the feet, bro. Look at the feet. Look at the placement of the feet. Look at the balance. Look, come on, man. Look at the feet, man. Feet matter. You need to take your feet with you to punch. But dude got slow feet and a guy got faster feet and better feet. That's an issue for that guy if he utilized that skill right. You get what I'm saying? If he utilized that advantage, should I say? Get what I'm saying? He clearly has the better feet. Feet don't mean everything, but again, you need your feet to punch, y'all. I can't stress that enough. He's not in range for that man to rip 3, 4 to 5 punch combinations. It could be troublesome. It's about pace. He got to slow that pace down. Look, Benavidez is going to want to fight super fast. He's going to want to neutralize some of that, slow the pace down. That's going to be important. It's not going to be easy because Benavidez is going to be coming, but I'm telling you, man, it's possible, man. I'm telling you, it's definitely possible. Plant meaner and nasty. I'm telling you, sitting down a little bit more, bread man gonna have him focus. It's like he adopted the bread man energy. Yo, you could barely hear what bread man say. He was like a poet on the mic. He ain't talk close to the mic enough. He said a couple words, got up off of there. No attention. He putting it. Listen, we working. Man, I love the energy. I love it. Plant, calm, focus. Telling you, man, he locked in. It's different, bro. Yo, he gave that man the noodle legs, man, the wet noodle legs, man. Step back game from Shock was incredible. D1 all night, bro. I was calling it live. Y'all was here. A lot of y'all was here, man. We had a good night last night, man. Salute to the new members too of the channel, man. But we had a good night, man. That step back was killing Rey Vargas. He couldn't do nothing with it.
I want to know what happened after they cut the video.
Oh yeah, they cut it, man. I think he was saying that's it. I think they was like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, but I want to see what he fouled again and how long he get back up. I want to see how long he was running around the ring.
Yo, yeah, that was a heavy ass shot for real.
I just would have laid there.
That's the problem. Try to get up too fast. Them legs was noodle. Yeah, because you look like you were almost on your way back down. You knew you already pigeon-toed a little bit.
What I want to see.
You know what I'm saying? Word. It just stopped right there.
Or I want to see him try to catch himself.
Right there, too. Salute the mama's boy because he posted it himself. Like, so it's out there. It's not like exposing. And again, man, for y'all that watched that Crawford sparring with Adames, with me, I don't post like, notice how I titled it. It's not to be exposing Crawford. It wasn't to expose Adames. That was to show good work, man. That's how you gave a younger fighter an opportunity to work. And it was good work. You get what I'm saying? People be so swayed by it. Like, it's not to embarrass either of the fighters. That's how it's supposed to be. Nobody tried to expose nobody. It was good work. Bud showed you what he was made of because it's a longer version of the sparring. If you actually seen it, man, they got good work. That's good work. That's what you want to see. Adames was what? They said in that video, 21 years old. So that's good to see Bud giving a young scrapper a chance to fight, bro.
All them folks, Bud spot everybody early, bro.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that's
everybody.
That's why I post that, y'all. It's just to show you that's a different side. Like, there was no exposing there. None of that. They was doing some great work up in there, man. Oshaquie said the post-conference, Amy called him after the fight about bigger fights and unifying the titles at 130. Hector and Shaka both on Showtime, man. I got to drop a play for Al Haney.
I told you.
Better fights, forward progression, not slowing that man down, not stopping him from being great, but putting him in a position to be great because he deserved it. You gave him an opportunity. This was a big opportunity. A lot of people was doubting him. Enough people didn't know enough about him. I bet they do now. You know what I'm saying? I bet they do now.
WBC tried to slap them Mendos on him so he can't do shit like that. As he unified, the mentors don't matter. PBC figured that out.
VA Money Group, salute, fan. Appreciate you stopping through. Shot look way better than I thought he would. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I thought he would look good last night, but he even impressed me. He fought a level better than what I thought last night. Shakur and Regis sparring paid off. Right. And that now it added some validities to why Shakur Stevenson was so high on him. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I like to see. And that's why I always appreciate him as a fighter. It's not just what he do. He recognized greatness and skill in other fighters. He give other dudes they credit, man. He ain't the only one that's nice, and he know that. He don't mind telling you somebody else is good. I'm saying shot fought. He's a taller fighter. Right. Yo. And you know what else was messing him up besides that step back, Sean? You know what was killing him, y'all? Shot the fact that I think the optics of it, like he like, yo, I'm the taller man, but my reach is not doing what it's supposed to because height don't fight. Y'all had the same reach, I think, or Shock did Shock. Yeah, I think the reach was exactly the same. It just didn't.
I had a longer Shock had a longer reach.
Or was it a half inch or something like that? It was something like that, wasn't it?
Like an inch.
So you get what I'm saying? So in his mind, he like, man, I'm a taller guy. Why it ain't working? Nah, height don't fight, bro. And it's again, y'all, distance and range. Fighters that can do that are very intelligent when you can do that consistently because you can nullify the other guy's offense. That's what you've seen. Look, if y'all wasn't catching it, look when he was taking that step back. He either freeze him up like in mid combination, or he'd just throw like one, he'd freeze him and he'd make him reset. He could not set his feet and get comfortable because he wasn't in a range where shot wasn't in range where Rey Vargas could be comfortable enough to let them shots off. So all them combination punches that he liked throwing, he wasn't able to do none of that. A dude consistently controlled the distance and range throughout the entire fight. And then when he wanted to step forward, he stepped forward and he was being a boss. It was crazy, man. Either way, he was losing. Shock was backing up, he was losing. He was going forward, he was losing. He couldn't do nothing with him. I'm telling you, man. So again, that sparring do pay off, man. It do. You could tell Richardson Hitchens was sparred mad rounds with Shakur Stevenson.
A 70 plus each on span too. Shock got long arms for it. Like, he's short, but his arms long. He got that Bud Crawford shit going on.
Right.
I think he shit 71 too, if I'm mistaken.
7 gram salute, fan. Appreciate you pulling up. How you feeling, Vargas? Vargas was desperate at times, right? Shakur give out the dudes that just do all the time. He do. I'm telling you. And then Richardson Hitchens, right? They did a lot of rounds this camp, right? What was a deciding factor? What did you notice differently about Richardson Hitchens? Like his command in the ring. I think that shit worked to me. I heard somebody say he looked like a this with Shakur. I'm like, nah. You could just tell that the shit that they was working on, he picked up some shit. The distance and range is so important in boxing, yo. And Richardson Hitchens was doing that. And when he wanted to press forward, he reminded me of Shakur because he was like making him miss, just leaning back a little bit, catching shots, countering them. I'm like, yeah. That is reminding me of him. It's not like he fighting like him, but if you're a good fighter and you in there with another good fighter, or you a young great talent and you in there with another young great talent, you're gonna pick up on things that's gonna make you better. You get what I'm saying? It's not you trying to fight like him. You picked up on some shit that matter. That shit is key. The distance and range that you fight at in a fight is very important, man. Feet, foot placement. You know what I'm saying? The way he was catching them shots, fighting them in the inside, being willing to exchange with the dude. Richardson Hitchens usually don't do that. That's why he was so impressive to me. He put it all together on a night, and I don't knock him for not knocking out a guy that was that tough and never been knocked out before. I mean, you know, I think he might have took some fights off his career. I tell you that. He was beating that boy ass, man. Vargas was moving his feet. He was lunging, right? He was falling over his feet. And I'm telling you, that half step back, or no matter of fact, the step back, that little jump back that shot kept doing was tearing him up. He couldn't catch on to that. Could not get his feet right. You know what I'm saying? He just kept tagging him, kept constantly tagging him. He couldn't do nothing, yo. I'm telling you, that was the most impressive win in his career by far. Was it? I'm a look. I'll check it. I know box might be a little off, but I thought it was something crazy about the either the same or Shock was longer by a little bit.
About the same, or I think his jump was longer. I think he had longer reach.
Let me see if they got it on here. Right.
You know, different sites had different shit because.
Yeah, they do.
That say Barrios 6 foot, and out of sight say he 5'10".
Right.
So
anyway. Okay. 7'2". Okay. Right, because they got Shock at 72-inch reach and Rey Vargas 70.5.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. So that's, you know what I'm saying, word. So. And he's taller, but it's like, and they bugging. They got Rey Vargas height at 5'7.5". They bogus.
Nah,
that man ain't no 5'7.5". The hell? Nah. Box right tripping.
Nah.
They got Rey Vargas listed at 5'7.5". Y'all.
We done with them before.
They it out. They tripping. Now, yeah, lunging, right. And then when he was, it's like he was stuck in cement. You get where he was lunging over and tripping over his own feet. He just looked bad. His balance was off. I mean, Oshaquie just a far more skilled fighter than that dude, and they showed. Yeah, right. No jab. Right. Undercard, no jab.
They had like Michael Fox reached like 82 or some shit. He said my shit like 78 or some shit. This shit was up at like 4 inches.
Right, D1. That's why I say, man, my support is not centered around a fighter having a 0 attached to their name. Yo, Oshaquie Foster is a prime example of don't give up and what could happen if you focus up for real. You know what I'm saying? 2 feet in this sport, and you can see it, man. So he put himself in a position to really make some money, and that's dope too, man. New champion, new opportunities, know what I'm saying? New accomplishments, more legacy for him. Another great fighter in boxing, young, great talent to me, man. I like what I think.
He basically on the PBC side, so it's a title over there with him. He with Pro Bellum, right? But they don't got a network, so he clearly a Showtime. He clearly gonna be messing with Showtime. So
right.
So that makes sense too, as far as
Hitchens, man, his patience and poise is crazy. And Shock was too. Like, did y'all see his eyes? That's another thing. Did y'all look at his eyes, yo? How focused he was?
Yeah,
he wasn't fighting no scary shit, closing his eye. No, he was locked in on the target. When he threw punches, he responded.
I had never really noticed how a fighter eyes like they fight. I'm like, my eyes big as hell right now.
Right. I was like, yo, I noticed it. It kept standing out to me. I was like, yo, he is so locked in, yo. It's crazy. I don't always drink beer. When I do, I prefer St. Eyes. I stay thirsty, my man. Yo, Judah's a fool, man. Yeah, box rec be bogus, yo. They do. We be trying to have something to go off. That's why you got to try to look up multiple sites and stuff. They be off. I think that's just because people be lazy for real, man. That's just being lazy.
7 is ridiculous, dog.
Yeah, 5'7.5". Yo, stop, bro. That the boy looked like an inch away from 6 feet. An inch or two off of 6 feet, man. Y'all talking about some 5'7.5".
He got 5'10", 5'11" too, yep.
Word, man. But man, a hell of a fight, man, from Shock, man. Great night of boxing again.
Oh, Shock got 5'7" shit.
And they saying, I don't know if y'all seen it now. They really they pushing this now with this Teofimo stuff again, y'all. So I'm just reporting it as it go along. Like when I bring something up, if I see something else, I'm gonna bring it back up, yo. Josh Taylor versus Teofimo is reportedly now close to a done deal, being targeted for May 27th or June 3rd at the Hibernarian FC's Easter Road Stadium in Edinburgh.
I'm gonna be the first one to call Josh Taylor a hoe for playing with Jack Catterall life like that after he whooped your ass.
Facts. That is completely not acceptable for the sport of boxing. I can't support that kind of behavior. Not only did you rob a man that beat you outlanded you every single round except for one, and he dropped you. You robbed him out of an opportunity to call himself a champion. Then you played with about 18 months of his life. That's not cool. That's foul, Josh Taylor. I'm not rooting for you in no fights, bro. But I know if you fight Teofimo, you're probably gonna beat him. But don't worry, because them Sharks at 47.
I think that'll be the fight where I cheer for Teofimo again to knock you.
Appreciate you, D1 as always, my bro.
Teofimo a hoe too. That's a battle of the hoes. Matter of fact, they both need to get knocked out.
Right. Double knockout. Matter of fact, when they fight, I want to see this. Where it's at. This is what I want to see them do to each other, just for that. Just because they want to be crazy. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Double KO, bro.
So who win the fight? The dude who less slept. Whoever less slept win the fight. So the dude in the ring got knocked out. The nigga in the blue was getting up. So the nigga in the blue won.
Slap his ass, you know what I'm saying? Sleep. Man, but yeah, another good night, man. And then again, if this fight actually happens, look, I respect it, but I don't respect it at the same time. I respect Teo for taking a real challenge at 140.
No, I can't.
Really trying to stand on some type of business, but I don't respect Josh Taylor. Like all things real, that's foul the way that boxing has done Jack Catterall. That is what you don't need to happen. That's crazy, bro. 18 months of that man life playing around, like dangling this rematch over him that he was confident that he was going to win. It wasn't the first time. And then y'all scrapping fights. And,
hey, bro, Bud Crawford and Josh Taylor, they might be 1 and 2 for some of the most foulest shit. Like I just see niggas just like play with people like times, just like like pretend you gonna do something you know damn well you ain't gonna never do.
Right.
But Josh Taylor just basically did the same thing Bud did to Earl at the same time, simultaneously, but we didn't even really realize it.
Right.
Same shit. Same. That's an EP.
Real talk, undercard. Right.
We need the Spider-Man
Spider-Man. Right.
We need Bud and Josh Taylor pointing at each other right now.
Oh, what salute, man. Appreciate you stopping through. Yeah, they bogus, man. Top Rank do got some real good talent, and it's them younger prospects that's going revive Top Rank. Some of these guys they got there right now, they moving real sus right now. What's good with it, R West? They moving real sus right now, and I ain't rocking with that energy, bro.
At 135, once he move up to 140, he need to lead Top Rank at. He need to move to 140 to give him a belt. He need to leave that.
Right. Get on up out of there, man. Get on up out of there. Josh Taylor really tricked himself out of his own position. That man ain't lost a fight in the ring, at least on paper. We know the Catterall situation, but the man ain't even undisputed. Why are you still at 40 playing around with people? Why are you still playing around? That boy down to the ring mag and what? I think what he got, a WBO or something?
WBO. Y'all want to really know what happened? Want to really know what happened? No. He was going up. Remember, he was talking about going up to 47,
right?
To take over welterweight before the Jack Catterall fight,
right?
He go take an easy fight in quote unquote Jack Catterall, right, and then go up to 147 and try his luck. Right. But once Jack Catterall beat him the fuck up, he realized, damn, I can't go up to 47 because they go beat me the fuck up, and I can't fight Jack Catterall again because he go beat me the fuck up. You know what I mean? And I can't fight these mentors because this fucking Matias and fucking Regis Prograde because they go beat me the fuck up. He's like, what I got to do? He said, I got to stay hurt, right? And pretend I want to fight Jack Catterall because they was grilling me for losing, right? And now he finna fight T.O.
You know that's easy pickings because T.O. mentally ain't where he need to be honest. We just seen it. You questioning yourself if you still got it. I'm not trying to be
cherry picking at 140 because he can't fight, he can't win. He can't fight.
Right. Telling you, because that performance, man, he looks shaky, man. And this is what blows my mind the most. Look how much time has been wasted. Not only did he waste this man's time, he wasted his own time in a sense too. And it's like, remember, I specifically remember him trying to say he was weight drained and you was going to 47. Then you all of a sudden, nah, I ain't going to 47. Not only am I staying at 140, I'm going to rematch Catterall. What? In the same weight class that you just said you was drained. So now you fast forward to now, all this time been wasted. And you still kind of have a fight
because I want the rematch with Jack Catterall so bad. Remember that shit?
WBO, hopefully not stripping Josh Taylor. Facts, they should strip him, man. I usually don't even say that about fighters, but him, the way he moving, strippy.
Undercard, who sanctioned the WBO belt? You know how all the belts kind of got sanctioned and shit. We know how it go. We know boxing here. Who the WBO sanctioned? We were just talking about it being plenty of hoes at at a particular place. WBO. Who run that? Bob. Same place, same deal. Tyron got some hoes. WBO, one of those. He's the y'all guys don't. Oh, my bad. Go ahead, do my bad.
And right on cue, y'all. So again, we gonna see if Sonny was good with it. Sonny, appreciate you pulling up. Y'all smash that like button, sub to the channel. If you knew, y'all guys don't think it was Al Haney playing with Bud. Time 6 months to negotiate. Good show, G's. Appreciate you. Nah, the reason why and respectfully with that, reason why I don't feel like it was that, like just imagine it like this. It's real simple to me, right? If you want to make a fight, right, you at least have to be willing to sit down and do business with the people that can get you that fight. You get what I'm saying? And then furthermore, just one more point, the fact that he has said he openly admitted to ghosting the PBC and like just going about his business, it just tells me that's like that. Even if you really wanted it and you really thought that was going to get them to play ball, it still would be your fault as to why it fell out because your bad business practice or your way of doing things. Like it just didn't. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to fight, you're going to do business with the people that can get you to fight. You're not going to suggest that the people that can make the fight allow somebody else to come in there and stick their hands in their pocket, because that's pretty much what that is. Because the more people involved means, it's more hands in the pot. It's just simple. So it's like that dude, and I try to give him a break, and this is just my opinion real quick, and I'm done with it. I feel like he was doing business a certain way with Top Rank, so that's the way he felt like all business get done. So when it was time to do business with PBC and it wasn't being done the way he was used to, you get what I'm saying? I think instead of him looking at it as they do business differently than them and understanding that as a quote unquote being his own boss, he looked at it as them trying to screw him over, and that kind of spooked him, or it caused him to make a decision that wasn't beneficial to getting a fight made. You get what I'm saying? And so I'm like past judging or trying to like blame him. I just think maybe that's a possibility. The two different business, the way they do business at the PBC and as opposed to Top Rank, I think it's polar opposites. And I think when the things was brought to the table for him, like I say, he just didn't understand the way they do business, and he took it as them trying to screw him over instead of them make a big fight. I think that's what cost him. So that's just trying to be fair. That's all duck talk aside, like, because I don't think he no shook dude. I don't think he no scary dude. It's easy to say that when you don't get the fight, but
I think that nigga had this fight in his back pocket the whole time. I think he had Avenesian fight in his back pocket the whole time. Right. He was never gonna fight Earl Spence. He just wanted to waste his time. Right. Because you don't get no fight signed, you supposed to be negotiating another fight. You know what I mean? And that's something to do with joke. Now he talking about him running like a Sean fight.
Right.
Nah, they might have the Avenesian fight his pocket the whole time.
Out of the Sean fight.
Earl still ain't had a fight. How Earl didn't want to fight. How they didn't want to fight. They still ain't got a fight made.
I got you, son. It's all good. It's always open to our interpretation. With me, it's no right or wrong answers. I'm not a right or wrong dude. It's just speculation. But I think that's a way to try to be fair to the situation as a whole. Like, I don't, you know. No Earl fan, boxing fan, boxing supporter. Really, I hate the word fan. I'm a supporter of the sport. And if those was fighters A and B, like with no names, fighter in the red corner, fighter in the blue corner, with no names attached to it, that's how I would assess that situation. It's just easy for me. You know what I'm saying? I always said that. I know I'm gonna end up saying a lot of stuff.
He still called you Earl.
Yeah, it's like I try to be as fair as possible. Knockout, what's good with it, my bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you stopping through. Yeah, I try to be as fair as possible because somebody said that to me before, like an Earl sexual. I'm like, you could only be that when you're stating things that are not realistic. Like, I'm a pretty logical dude, like, and I understand I will never have all the answers to that situation. So I could only try to give a fair assessment, but that's as fair as I could be. It's nothing personal. See, I elevated past blaming them and calling people ducks because that just caused confusion, and then it's an argument instead of a conversation. I'm all about conversation. So for me, it just seemed like one guy just didn't understand the way another entity did business, and he interpreted that. Instead of it being good business, he looked at it, I try and get over, and then went about his business. You get what I'm saying? It was like, whatever. That's what I think. Just, you know what I mean? Because that's what it sounds like to a degree too. And I could go a different way with it, but when I'm trying to be fair, when I'm trying to really be just, I leave it like that. I try not to spin it too far in anybody's favor. I just think he didn't like the way they did business. You could say that. He ain't like the way they did business, so he went and did business the way he was comfortable with doing it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, facts, son. You already know, man. Well, this is one of the most unbiased platforms you're gonna come into, man. I'm telling you that right now. That's a guaranteed fact. Earl is my guy. I rock with Earl, but I've seen the Terrence Crawford fight, I believe, before I seen the Earl Spence fight. I think Crawford turned pro in 2008, I think, and Spence was 2012, I believe. So you got to think you got a little while to see Crawford before Spence was even there. And I'm set up different. I remember Crawford at 35 with them little twist things in his head, like the little dreads, and you know what I mean, beating dudes up. I remember him, you know what I mean, before I watched the Earl Spence fight. So I never just not rock with Crawford. You know what I mean? I'm always rock with him, but that situation is just, I'm past it. I'm over it. Crawford gonna find a way to do what he do and be great. And Spence, I think, gonna go to 54 and continue to be great. You know what I'm saying? He's playing not to fight, but April. Yeah. Yeah. YSN, what's good with it, bro?
Man had that fight in his back pocket, dog. The whole time after the fight. He knew he was taking that fight. So he came across that bro.
Right. They said it was negotiated for months too.
I know they did. Right. This shit the whole time. He was looking for any other fight other than Earl Spence.
Right.
I seen how he moved with everybody else shit.
Right.
He made the Avenesian fight easy.
Yeah, right, Judah. Right, yeah, right, T. Yeah, Crawford 08, yeah, like I said, in 2012. And again, that's why I don't like to call myself a fan, because it's like fans switch up on fighters when stuff don't go their way. A fighter lose a fight, something don't go their way in their career. Maybe they inactive, maybe they going through some personal shit. Maybe they last name Charlo and they going through it and people forget what you did for the sport. See, I'm set up different. Those are fans. The people that diss Charlo that once liked him, those are fans. I'm set up different. No, I mean, I just don't think the man has done anything to get the kind of, like, you know what I mean, criticism. Now, again, you could say about the resume, the names, this, and that, but people go a lot further. They make it personal. Those are fans to me. They switch up with the change of the weather. Like, supporters, they rock with you through it all. So that's why I don't call myself a fan. I mean, fans is, you know, man fans. And again, when you're a fan of a fighter and not the sport, it shows, you know what I'm saying? And that's never going to be me. I mean, y'all should know what my favorite fighter is by now, but I guarantee you never see me get up here and lie for him. I guarantee you. But when you dealing with a real fighter, a real young champ, you ain't got to lie for him, man. He's standing on business. So, I mean, I don't call myself a fan. Bud versus Conor Ben. But you see which way they was going, though, bro. You see they was talking about Alexis Rocha. Like, just think about something. I want people to understand something. It's not even about like trying to make these dudes look bad as fighters, right? But it's now, like
Bud jumped Rocha. I said Bud. Keith Thurman jumped Rocha in the WBO rankings.
Oh shit, he did it.
Keith Thurman number 2 now.
And it's crazy, man. And already, like, look what the intent is. Look what fights and names that be getting thrown out there in terms of who he could potentially fight. That should tell you a lot about intent and like, you know what I mean, where somebody focus was. You get what I'm saying? You wouldn't be hearing this stuff. You would be really hearing, you know what I mean, something totally different. But I'm not here to try to make that man look crazy or bad. I'm past it. Like, it's cool. It's boxing continues. I'm more about forward progression. It's far too much talent to be stuck on a fight that didn't happen, even though we disappointed it didn't happen. And we all gonna be stuck speculating. Like, it's too many common sense factors on one side of the situation for me to look the other way. It's hard, like, just simple things. Like, and I know I said this before, but how do people, like, in their minds, like, convince themselves that a guy that got one belt and never even attempted to fight any other champion with any other belt besides the guy that he came in there and fought? It wasn't Jeff Horn with Top Rank. So you get what I'm saying? You fought him. Then you got a guy in Spence that had 2 setbacks. What's that, about 3 years outside the ring? Just think about that. And he still was able to snatch up the other 2 belts. That's crazy to me. Then they're going to justify that and say because they was on that side of the street, right? They're going to say that because that's why they were in-house fights. So again, right? How do y'all expect me to feel confident that if the fight can ever be made if that's y'all logic for the people that have said that? They're going to say, oh, the reason Earl Spence got the other belts because they was in-house. So again, why would I have faith that Crawford and Spence could be made if that's the logic that you're using? Do you get what I'm saying? How do y'all go home at night or sit there and assess boxing wherever you at and be like, yeah, the guy with 1 belt that fought Jeff Horn and never even tried to fight another champion in the division is the guy that won the undisputed, as opposed to the guy that had 2 setbacks, unexpected setbacks, could have lost his life in a car crash. You know what I mean? And then with the torn retina, and he still got 3 belts. How do y'all process that and be like, yeah, the guy that got the 1 is the guy? Yeah, because what move? Listen to me and tell me where my logic doesn't make sense. This is where it's not about right or wrong. Logic. Tell me where what I'm saying don't make sense. How do you make yourself feel like the guy is 1 versus 3? If you really want to undisputed, right? You would have not only fought Jeff Horn, you would have attempted to fight other champions, because in fighting those other champions, that would prove to what? To everybody that you want what? You want undisputed. By doing that, you would chase down these other fighters by getting 1 belt, sitting there with that belt, and never again trying to make a fight with any other champion. That's not making any move that's getting you towards undisputed. The only thing you did since you got to 47 outside of getting that belt is shine your record up. That's no disrespect to him. That's exactly what you done. You never made a fight to try to fight one single solitary champion. Then you got a guy with unexpected setbacks, almost 3 years out the ring, and he still got 3 belts to your 1. How do y'all process and be like, yeah, Bud really wanted it? How? I don't get it. How did he show you that? Forget what we feel and what we think. What did he do at welterweight that would make you honestly feel as a man? I'm not a fan. I'm a supporter of this shit. I love boxing. Tell me one thing that he's done that's like, yeah, that was an attempt to get undisputed. Wouldn't it make logical sense that the guy that's snatching up the belts 1, 2, 3. Don't that look like moves in effort to make undisputed? Why would he want to sell himself short when he right there at the finish line? That's all I'm saying. It's no other way to spin that. I'm past the fight not happening, but I'm just saying I'm so logical. I don't have all the answers, but tell me when the logic just don't make sense. You don't got to agree, but do it make sense? You get what I'm saying? Why SM was good, bro?
What's good, Just Do? I got a couple of things to unpack. 2 things in particular, right?
Talk to me.
You notice Oscar De La Hoya leaking news to the public, or leaking his narrative to the public constantly, and then him misspeaking and being hypocritical when talking about the Ryan Garcia Gervonta Davis negotiation.
Mm-hmm.
This is why we get in-house fights,
right? Mm-hmm.
Like if anybody's if anybody ever wanted to just think about, why do they insist on making in-house fights? Watch Oscar De La Hoya in this whole situation. This is why you have in-house fights. This is why other companies don't like dealing with other companies, because of nonsense like this. So first it was, we didn't get a contract, right? We want a contract. We didn't get a contract. We agreed to terms. Then you get the contract. Oh, there's something in the contract we didn't like. The rematch clause. Then, then that's settled. Oh, but there's a couple more things in the contract that we didn't like. Constantly the goalpost is moving. Now, if you want to negotiate,
my bro, appreciate you.
If you want to negotiate in good faith, right? You're gonna do it behind closed doors. But somehow Mike Coppinger and Mike Benson keep getting this information. But I'm supposed to believe that you really want this fight, along with you and Bernard Hopkins doing interviews, denigrating and talking slick about the person you're actively trying to make a fight with, because that's productive to get negotiations done, right?
Right. Tell me when you ain't making sense. Come on.
So I want to get it. I really want this fight, but I'm gonna talk shit about the dude that I'm trying to get the fight with.
Right.
So this is exactly why you have in-house negotiations. This is exactly why PBC continues to work with PBC, and Top Rank only makes fights when they feel like they're definitely going to win, because you get nonsense.
Right.
You have a certain way of doing business.
Mm-hmm.
Other people do business in a different way. I didn't realize, that a guarantee is essentially an advance.
Yeah, somebody been adding validity. I forgot who was just talking about that. I didn't know that too. And I got some schooling on how the independent route go a little bit too, something that I didn't know. So it's always good to have them conversations. I didn't know that either. I didn't know.
When I talked to Bob about a guarantee, I don't know if people saw this interview, but he said it's unfair for Terrence Crawford to ask Al Heyman for a guarantee. I was shocked.
I did see it. You did interview Bob, right?
Yeah, because I didn't know that it was essentially in advance.
Right.
So it's just like with a record label. You expect a record label that you're not signed under to give you an advance?
Why I said the crazy part, I was gonna say that, but I was letting you rap. I was letting you talk, but I was gonna say that. I said it's just like I was gonna say exactly what the fuck you just said.
Right.
It's like with the music, it's in advance. It's what you get guaranteed. Like you might get the other shit. You know what I mean?
But since you're our guy, we're going to at least give you this. If you take a loss, you take a loss.
Right.
But you're our guy.
Right.
Terrence Crawford isn't their guy. So why should I, if the event don't do well, shit, you don't do well. Just like I don't do well, right? So I understand that logic.
Yeah.
I just, for fans, that if you speak logically for Earl or for Bud, you are Earl Sexual or Bed Bud, whatever the nickname is.
Right.
Well, I don't got a side. Like you said, I support boxing. Right. So if I see a situation where I think this person is wrong, I can speak about it. If I see a person where that person's wrong, I felt like Earl's a hypocrite in history, right? I feel like Earl's been hypocritical in the welterweight division when it came to Terrence Crawford. But I don't feel like Earl is the reason why we didn't get this fight.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I don't make you no Earl Sexual, no Bud Tard, or none of that other shit. It's just we have common sense, and we have minds our own. We could assess situations, and we ain't just running with everybody's like made up fantasies to why people just stuff they wanted. The easy thing to do is just say it's PBC, Al Heyman is Earl, is this.
Oh yeah,
man, I ain't trying to hear that, man. The ones that can make the fight is the problem, right? Yeah, shit. That because that makes sense. Okay, not the guy that we heard from his own promoter that he was with his whole career is difficult to work with. So we're not gonna think that it's just a small remote possibility that is this dude based on what the stuff that we know. Like it's just hard, and it's like I don't want to blame that man, but I just don't think he understood business as well as he want people to think he did. And that's me trying to avoid calling him anything like a duck or whatever. I'm just trying to say he understand what was good. Sean, appreciate you one more time.
Just do if you watched him on Instagram, you knew that he doesn't understand business on the level that,
right?
Like you're negotiating against a dude that his side hustle is boxing,
right?
Like for everybody that's impressed with what Al Heyman's done in boxing, his side hustle is boxing. He made his bones promoting some of the greatest tours that we've ever seen.
Right.
You know, I say that to say this, like at the end of the day, Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence's their walk's been completely different. If you listen to Terrence Crawford, he seems like a jaded boxer because a lot of them are, right? He's felt like he's been fucked, you know, by Chris Menendorf and Cameron Duncan, and then with Bob. He's felt like he's been fucked everywhere he's went. Whereas though Earl comes out to amateurs and he's with Al Heyman, and he said Al Heyman's delivered every promise that he set out to give her, delivered on everyone, right? So he's a pay-per-view star. He's a unified division, so he got 3 belts. He's headlining events in Dallas Stadium. So I don't need to be in the room because I trust my guy. My guy is going to deliver because that's what he does. But kept saying, well, Earl's not in the room. Earl's not in the room. Earl's not in the room. And I'm in the room. Right. That's because you don't trust your representation.
Right.
You don't trust his representation.
And imagine not trusting the people that you're paying. Imagine that. A1 Hoop Zone, my bro. What's good with it, A1? Appreciate you sliding through. How you feeling, my bro?
Hey,
oh, shit. My bad. Drop a slam for my boy.
Yeah, I was just saying, what's going on with y'all, bro?
Hey, Judah, what's going on with you, bro?
Cool. Hey, I just wanted to add something to that too. Y'all said that Terrence Crawford is a fighter that feels jaded. That make a lot of sense, bro. And what it seemed like to me is he started off with a promotional company in Top Rank that always put him in showcase fights and made him fight fights that he couldn't lose. He got comfortable with that. It's no secret that Bud Crawford is at the end of his career, bro. Bud Crawford is no spring chicken. So you went your whole career fighting easy fights that you know you can win. Now you're not comfortable with fights that truly are 50-50. And the thing is, he kind of reminds me of a female, bro, in the sense that it's just like that female who always messing with ain't shit niggas. Then she get older when nobody else want her. And now she's saying that niggas ain't shit, but she continue to fuck with the same type of niggas that she always fuck with.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because Terrence Crawford ain't changing the blueprint. Now he's not with Top Rank, but you're still taking easy fights. When good fights are offered to you, like an Errol Spence Jr., you got cold feet. You don't know how to deal with this. It's like a woman who deal with ain't shit niggas. When a good nigga want her, she don't know how to deal with it.
Right.
She never experienced a good man, so she don't know what to do.
Right. You so
it's the same thing with Terrence Crawford, bro.
But what you dealing with, that you could have had a situation that would have probably made you more money than you ever did in any situation, but because you just not knowing better and not knowing the game the way you want people to believe you did cost you a big fight. Your ego and you just trying to be the super busy. That's annoying, man. I'm sorry, that's annoying. When I heard Bob Arum say that dude hard to work with and he could build a mansion in Beverly Hills or something with the money, man, that just told me something. I just don't think
in the red too, dude.
You get what I'm saying?
The same jump.
So it's like, bro, it's so frustrating, man. I can't believe that you can't make me believe that a guy that never had an issue making a fight is all of a sudden him, huh? Why would it be him? Why? It's so many just common sense things. The hell with all the business, man. That should just get confusing. You could see some things that make a lot of sense and be like, oh, all right, okay, cool. And that's just what it is. That's where I'm at. So I'm like, I'm cool now. Yeah, man. Too late to be jaded now, right? You thinking they trying to screw you over. In reality, they presenting business to you that could be, you know what I mean, very lucrative, more lucrative than any other fight you had. But because you just don't know no better, you made a decision that didn't get you no fight. Avanesian, man, went and fought that guy. Man, I'm sorry, you can't justify that. And then look at the name that they throw out there now, Alexis Rocha. This is what I tell people, like, look at the names of the fighters. If Spence turned around and fought Avanesian instead of Crawford, for one, I know what they'd be saying about him. Not only that, just think about the fact that they would be pairing his name with Alexis Rocha. If Spence fought Alexis Rocha right now, people will go crazy on him. He fight Keith Thurman, people gonna go crazy. I heard somebody say they gonna boycott the fight. They want to boycott any fight. They're not watching no PBC, no Errol Spence fights unless he fight Crawford. But they were in full support of Avanesian and Crawford. You can't make this up. I'm like, yo, I just don't understand how y'all think. The guy fighting better competition, you talking about boycott. But this guy can fight subpar opposition, and you absolutely fine with it, and you're gonna pay your money for it. That's what a fan is to me. I'm not one of them. I will never be one of them. That's a fan. That's a fan. That's some fan shit to say. And then that person also said Spence, first time he ducked Crawford was when Crawford was still at 140. You can't, and she was dead serious. Whole channel and everything. I lost brain cells. I'm never going back. I swear. That's a fan. You will never hear me say no shit like that, man. That's weird. That is weird, man. People just don't know how to take their emotions out of it and just see it for what it is. You know what I mean? Fighter in the red corner, fighter in the blue corner. Who moving funny, bro? It don't got nothing to do with no fan. No, I don't care. I don't like no fighter that much to sit up here and lie. That's weird as hell. I ain't never even met most of these dudes. You know what I'm saying? Why would I sit up here and lie for them? I ain't doing that for that. In front of an audience. I'm going to sit here and try to sway people into some lies so a fighter could look a certain way? Nah, bro. Hell no. They on their own. These are some rich athletes, bro. We can call them out when they moving funny. And we ain't got to tear them down and do it. It's just I see some funny movement. And I ain't thinking it's coming from the side of EJ. It's when it comes to that situation. I'm just sorry. I just said something too specific.
No, you won't. Heyman don't let his fighters. He don't let his fighters fight tough opposition. Remember, that was the narrative, right?
Mm-hmm.
The narrative was Al Heyman was going to duck in the league. Good luck with that one.
Yeah, right.
As long as that money right, Al's going to let you play.
Man,
it's only when the money ain't right and the situation ain't right.
Al never been. You can tell the PBC has never been shot. That all that shit is a fake narrative, bro. Because how you gonna say the PBC always put on showcase fight, but Adrian Broner just came out and said he got away from the PBC because they always wanted him to fight Godzilla.
Literally
shooting down narratives. Boom, boom, boom. Then I tell y'all, 2023 is the year shooting down
and
that
then,
false
and
narrative.
Also, look, another narrative proven right there in the same breath. PBC really lets you pick your own fights. They let you choose your own route. You just, they pay you accordingly to who you pick them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because Adrian Broner said, they'll pay you this much, but I got to fight this person. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you can
imagine somebody wanting to get a return on their investment.
Yeah,
right.
Oh man, that's bad. As far as that boycotting stuff, bro, like when you were saying that they talking about boycotting Spence, I'm gonna tell you why that's of no consequence. First of all, if you a Bud fan saying you boycotting the Spence fight, that's of no consequence. Bud wasn't selling nothing anyway. Y'all wasn't buying his fights. So who cares if you not buying Spence fight? We know you just don't buy fights at all.
They won't buy his fight no way. They won't buy his fights no way.
And then again, that's why I don't
us to stop.
Yeah, right. That's why I don't call myself a fan, y'all, because that's fan talk. That's weird. You would never hear me sitting up talking about boycott fight boxing, bro. You don't really love this shit. I'll say, man, you got your decision to watch it. I'll tell you what I'm not gonna watch, but I'll give you a real reason why. That don't mean I hate the fighter. You don't get to give me what you want and then tell me I gotta pay for it. You don't get to do that. You can't have it both ways. You either give me something I want and then I can pay. You can say I gotta pay for it, cool, but you can't give me something I don't want and then tell me I gotta pay for it, or I'm miserable or broke or some stupid. Like only a fighter that's out of touch with reality and the people that support him would say something like that. And that's what that man been on record saying weird stuff after saying, you know what I mean? You don't support me, you hating. No, we not. I don't hate on no fighter. I just know what I deserve to see. And pay for it.
Yo, the fact that you got guys that said Bud is his own boss, right? And I believe in entrepreneurship, right? I stand on that, being your own boss. But and then we'll talk about a guarantee. But didn't get a guarantee. Entrepreneurs aren't guaranteed shit. Just do you run this channel? We don't. Every month we do not know what we're going to make at all. No entrepreneur knows what they're going to make. So it's a higher ceiling and it's a low floor. Sometimes you wake up on the floor. Sometimes you right up at the ceiling. It's a risk involved. If you want to be your own boss, it comes with a risk. So stop talking to me about guarantees. Like
man, talk to him.
things like 35% is a horrible deal. That's the slave deal, and I'm doing the math on it. I'm like, shit, I would take that. That's actually
more than he ever made. It's more than he ever made.
When you start tallying that shit up, first Showtime and PBC got a 90-10 split on the pay-per-views. PBC takes the 90, right? So essentially, Terrence Crawford with the 35% cut could be walking away with $25 to $30. I would imagine the pay-per-view gonna be $100. You know how it is. So $25 to $30 off of each pay-per-view. And fans think that this shit is going to do at a minimum 500 to 1 million pay-per-view buys, right? Do the math for it. And then you got the gate, and then you got sponsorships, you got the concessions. Remember, it's 35% of everything.
Right.
I'm taking that. Oh, yeah. Sign me up. I'm going to bet on myself.
Right. All right, man. That should make a lot of sense. And again, man, contradictions, man. The guy who was on record saying he'd bet on himself if he was put in a position to, and the minute he got put in a position to, he didn't do it. You can't make this stuff up. That's why I say, man, it ain't about being no fan. I get annoyed when people can't see past the love of a fighter. I don't like no fighter that much to sit up here and paint a false narrative of something because I want it to be that way. I just call it how I see it. And I mean, if you're going to do that, you're going to just be real with you. You don't have to be a fan, yo. You just be real. And the situation, you just can't blame one guy versus the other. I just see a lot of inconsistency on the side, one side versus the other. And that's just what it is. But again, boxing continues. And the funny thing is, guy might have got the first laugh without making his fight, and he didn't get to get that last belt. But say the first laugh is cool, but that last one going to be better. I could see him going up to 54 and continuing to be great. Meanwhile, like I said before, you got another guy that potentially is going to be stuck at 47 with them Sharks. So who really going to be laughing when you stuck down there? And then let's see if you get undisputed, if he vacate them belts and they spread back out.
He's not stuck though, dude, because he's not gonna fight them either. That's the point a lot of people are not missing. He's not stuck. He's still not fighting nobody. Shit, he's gonna do the same thing he's been doing.
And that's crazy. That's crazy, yo. But I say stuck because his fans gonna justify, but I think it's gonna be a lot more real people. That's gonna have to.
The way he getting away with ducking all them people, Judah, bro.
Right. And that's why I think some people
have to retire, bro.
Why?
You gotta retire. He got a certain number, or he got to move up. If he move up to 54, he can expand his career a couple more years by fighting tune-ups. But he ain't gonna do that too long.
Appreciate you, Judah. Yeah, man. We'll fight Keith after long life, no belts, but for now, that's in the past. What about now? Strap season? Yeah, I just don't know. It's the past, but it's like I think the bad moves has put things in a strange situation where you like. This is like forget it now. You know what I'm saying? Because the fact that you had any other fight, you know what I mean? Look who still didn't fight yet. You get what I'm saying? That's intent right there. You know what I'm saying? And I think the fact that it'll just be allowing him to control things too much at this point. It's like, man, go continue to be great at 54, bro. We don't even care. We over it. And salute to Terrence Crawford. Finish doing what you're doing. I don't knock you. You're a good fighter. You just ain't you're a real good fighter. Damn good fighter. You know what I'm saying? Damn good fighter. You just ain't better than that other guy, in my opinion. And a lot of fortunately we didn't get to prove it and see it, but I'm gonna just think it. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with just thinking it.
Yeah, bro. A lot of people wanted to say a lot of people wanted to say that Al Heyman, because I heard that narrative after Spence decided that he was going to move up and fight Thurman. Right. A lot of people said, well, see, that's the fight Spence always wanted. Al Heyman had that one in the works anyway. I don't doubt that Al Heyman is a businessman, so I don't doubt that he had Keith Thurman as a backup plan if it possibly didn't happen with Crawford, because that's what a businessman do. You have contingency plans. But my thing is this here. A lot of people saying now with Errol Spence not his own boss, he being forced to fight Keith Thurman. But what y'all don't understand is, bro, Errol Spence has a business relationship with Al Heyman. That means with a healthy business relationship, that means that we look out for each other. I'm gonna tell you what I think happened. I think that Al Heyman never wanted the Bud Crawford fight. But since Spence wanted that fight for Undisputed, he was willing to do everything he could to get Spence that fight. Now, when it didn't, now when it fell apart and Bud had Spence, let me tell you how a businessman see it. You had my highest grosser. I don't know who higher out of him or Javante, but I'm just say highest, right, for the sake of argument. My highest grossing fighter. You had him on the shelf for 6 months with me trying to get a fight done with you, and I didn't get it done. You lost me and my fighter money. My highest paid fighter, we lost money waiting on you. Now we going into the second year in 2023. Do you think Al Heyman is really going to risk Bud sitting Spence on the shelf for another 6 months? No, he got to fight where Spence can go make him money right now, because last year we missed half a year and I lost money waiting on you. So it makes sense. It makes sense that he gonna make this fight with Keith Thurman. Now, if you really want Errol Spence, you need to be there after we get this money with Keith Thurman, because I'm a businessman and I'm doing what I do best. I'm getting money.
My bad, y'all. I walked away for a second. Feelings tank. Show him Stephen Fulton cancel. Years of people. For call. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get you. I just felt like with the way that things just played out, it almost put it in a situation where it ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's like we had that opportunity, but I just don't see it being as much a reality no more. And especially if he take a fight at 54, I feel like, just like Tony Harrison said, and a couple other fighters, Regis said it too. You go up, you stay up. I think if you go up there and then come back down, I don't even think we're gonna get the best possible fight out of them too, if it happened on them terms. You know what I'm saying? But I also don't really see Crawford going to 54 either. Some people do, I don't really. But we try to call it, hold people accountable. That's what we do over here without tearing the fighters down. But I mean, I think they hear a lot of the stuff we starting to say, man, as a community of people. But how much is going to change remains to be seen, because some of these dudes, man, they just, I don't know, man. I don't know. They just don't be wanting to take the chances when they present themselves, man. That's how I see it.
Hey, I know I should have betted.
Be great to go do it, bro.
Yeah, I know I should have betted on that damn Oshaquie Foster fight. I was telling everybody he was gonna win that fight, bro. I don't know why I be seeing shit and I don't put no money on it, bro. Because he dominated that fight. Hey, did you see how they tried to give on the unofficial scorecards? They tried to give Vargas 2 rounds on that dude. I don't remember. I only saw Vargas win 1 round, honestly.
Yeah,
like 1 round. That's it.
I seen somebody come in and say 9, and he had a 9-3. I was like, nah. I mean, cool. I don't want to argue about it, but I don't them mercy rounds, because I feel like the rounds that y'all did try to say he won, if it was more than one, it was just a round where Shock ain't hit him as many times as he did in any other round. Maybe he wasn't as busy, but he still, dude wasn't winning because he was uncomfortable the entire fight. That's when I knew he was in trouble. I was like, yo, if this how the fight gonna be, him not ever being able to settle into a rhythm, and he can't catch up to that step back that Shock was doing and offsetting all his offense. That's why I was like, he showed how limited Vargas really is. He showed that, because these dudes, these offensive, these guys that throw all these punches, they only cool like that when God's standing in front of them for him to do it. Right. And he showed you when a guy got the consistency to take, and it wasn't that, don't give me he was running. No, he didn't. That was boxing. Beautiful. Like, he was controlling that distance so well, and the range that he fought at, the pace, everything. I'm just like, man, he couldn't do nothing with him at all. Spence could do it, but it ain't worth it for Bud Wright. I think he could do it too, but it ain't worth it. Just go and continue to be great. And if he truly want that fight, then go and chase him in 54. Man, I'm saying. Okay, at the level, but not undisputed. No, because listen, like, we could rewind. Why? How did we get there? You get what I'm saying, Sonny? How we get there? How did we get to Thurman and Spence, right? How did we get there? Failed negotiations. Who said openly they ghosted the PBC? That's telling you something. That's a guy that stalled them out. That's telling you something. That's bad business that Terrence Crawford did. And I think he thought he was doing damage control by coming out being honest in some of these ways, but nah, he just told you how silly he is for real. You get what I'm
bro,
saying?
I just told this dude. I just explained to dude about business, bro. Who do he think in this multi-million-dollar business they gonna wait for Bud Crawford, who's stalling them out and losing their money, bro? Like, what's wrong with y'all?
Right. And again, it's like that's why I'm cool with it now, Sonny. Like I done got argued with, called Earl sexuals, all type of weird stuff. We really wanted to see this fight, but it's like, at what cost? It's like you're not gonna hold no fight over my head. If you don't want it, I'm cool. I don't want it no more either. Then because it's intent for me. It's like you ghosted the entity that can make the fight, and then when you did have a conversation, you was trying to initiate some hedge fund people into the situation. That's more bad business. Like, why would somebody allow that? You get what I'm saying? It's like a lot of shakiness on his behalf. And again, how do we get to this Thurman situation? Somebody stalled negotiations when made a mediocre fight. Nobody is like, when they speak of that, they say, oh, nah, that's the history. What about now? It's strap season. Nah, you can't do that. That's weak as hell. Because let's rewind. It would still be strap season. It would have been strap season if he was intent on making that fight, and he wasn't. Instead, he went and did it the top. He went and dealt with a situation that was similar to what he'd been dealing with, the Top Rank way. Let me go get a nice bag for a guy that I know I can beat up. Do that sound similar? That it's BLK Prime gave him an out. And that's what it was. He went and fed his family, and it's cool. I made peace with it. It's like, I'm cool. But if you truly wanted that fight, you would have gave it to us. And now it's like you want him to do something that you know he really don't want to do. Like, say he have a fight and then come back down for you, like when he could have just got it out the way. And it's kind of like it's like a 52 fake out. It's like, you know, the likelihood of him doing that is not high. So what you're gonna do is say, oh, well, won't he spin the block? I'll be waiting. You gonna be waiting, just like he was waiting, just like we was waiting for Undisputed all year and didn't get it. So it's like, cool. Like, I just think that's the games that he playing in, and maybe this just is me. You know, the likelihood once he go up and coming back down is not likely. So now you're gonna sit here and like a hoe with your hand raised from the sideline. Oh yeah, I want the what? What happened to spin the block? What happened with this? I thought it was strap season. Get that? That's corny, bro. That's corny as hell. I could see through that. You really ain't want to fight him as much as he wanted to fight you. I ain't gonna say you was scared because you've been a fighter your whole life. I ain't gonna go there with it. But I'm gonna say you didn't want it as much as he did. And the way you handle business showed me such. It showed me that he didn't want it. So it's like, now you fight who you fight. What was he supposed to do? Wait for you again, or go have another fight in between? It's like, I don't know, man. It's just too much that don't make sense with him. So it's like, I'm cool with that fight not happening no more. Go do what you do. Spence gonna continue to be great at 54, in my opinion. He gonna be stuck with asterisks next to his name and people questioning his resume and legacy. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a damn good fighter. Just don't think he was better than the guy that he didn't fight. So I think he could beat a lot of those guys at 47. A lot of them. You know what I mean? I think the list of people that can beat him there right now is very short. He's a damn good fighter, bro. But he's getting older, and I don't know if he really wanted to test himself against that version of Errol Spence. I really don't. I think if he would have looked less than what he looked in that Ugas fight, I think maybe it would have been different. But the fact that he keep coming off layoffs and beating people ass like that, it's crazy. His fanboys compare him to the best. Yeah, Canelo does it right. So can Earl give Keith fair shot? I'm going crazy. Canelo would have said strap season, the left didn't fight for a belt, while people would say they're saying, yeah, but y'all point out just different lenses. I don't know. Now, see, but look, you can't criticize a guy that showed you nothing but that he wanted to be undisputed. He made the actual moves, and the hell with moves. He took the actual fights that would at least make you think that that's what he wanted, right? The guy hasn't. The other guy hasn't. So it's like, now that it ain't happened, it's like he said it's hard to make the weight. How much longer you think he's gonna stick around and play? So now you playing with that. One guy don't have a problem making that weight. He ain't never said nothing about it. So you know what I mean? He playing around, but see, he playing with his own career too, because he getting old. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know, man. It's weird. And Canelo, with him, man, we know what he do. He just use his status to avoid quality opposition. That's just what he on. But Doug Spence, nothing more to say. Yeah, Miss Chop, what's good with it, Chop? Appreciate you pulling up. Vargas lost, but he dared to be great. He tried to be a 3-division Chop. Alan's so amazing. What's good, bro? Appreciate you stopping through. Yeah. he tried, and he damn sure tried. I give him credit for it, for real. He's still a champion at 26. He can always go back down there and finish kicking ass. Yeah, that's how I leave you, bro. It's just like at this point, I just don't know where else to go with it. But Canelo just used his status to avoid top quality opposition. Like, for example, like I was gonna bring that up for a quick second before we get up out of here. He fighting John Ryder, right? Off a minor, I think wrist surgery or something like that, right? Just think about something, right? This is the face of boxing, and Caneol Alvarez coming off that minor surgery, so they saying he needed light touch, right? So that's why they justifying John Ryder. Look what Earl Spence do when he come back. Get what I'm saying? This dude had a minor surgery, not nothing major, minor little surgery, some shit, and he want to fight easy fight, and that's the face of boxing. That's the dude that's getting 40 million a fight and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Just think about that. 40+ million a fight, and he want to fight John Ryder, bro. Earl Spence get thrown from his damn car and could have died, and he come back. He won Danny. Get torn retina. He want to come back and fight Ugas, the guy with the belt. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So it's just like it's different. His mentality is different. Canelo is not a bum by any stretch of the imagination, but he has the mentality of one. He moved like a prospect / contender sometimes. He don't move like the face of boxing to me. You got a ton of guys that if they were in his shoes, they would use that status to really make a mark. And I just don't think he do that. I think he got a lot of names on his resume though, but some of it is more timing and convenience. But then when it's really like you got too much meat left on the bone with Canelo, like you got too many guys that he ain't trying to fight, and then he justifying it with subpar opposition. If anybody told me John Ryder deserved a shot at Canelo, something wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's wrong with boxing. He come back and he can get it easy pickings, you know what I'm saying? And other guys come back, they want to challenge themselves. Like he's spoiled. Like he's spoiled. Spoiled. I swear he's like a spoiled ass fighter or something. Think he like, I earned the right to do this. You ain't earned, not when you demand people money. You don't, that's what I'm saying. And then they'd be mad when you don't support garbage. It's like you don't get to give us what you want and tell us we have to pay for it. Man, you already know. Man, we're going to see, man. We're going to see. Hopefully, but I think boxing going in the right direction, Sonny. I think so, bro. I think we got a lot of good boxing to look forward to, man. Appreciate you joining the family as well, too, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Y'all smash that like button, man. We had another good night of boxing. We got a new champion. Rey Vargas still could go be great. I'll give him credit. He ain't quit. He tried. He just didn't have what it took. You know, Shock was on another level last night, and they showed it. And he impressed me. He was even better than I thought he was going to be defensively. Like, he really didn't – he limited the amount of punishment that he took, and that was a great way of doing it, man. Hell of a fight for him, man. Hell of a fight.
Hey, but that's why we got to call these guys out. Like, look at. I'm gonna give you an example. Look at Tank Davis, bro. I feel like Tank Davis was turned into a superstar overnight, and I feel like the diva was almost coming out of Tank. Think about that, bro. That diva was almost coming out where he was gonna fight whoever he wanted to fight because he know the money was gonna flow regardless, and he wasn't being held accountable for not fighting the best, not trying to be a champion. He said out his own mouth he don't care about undisputed. He don't want to be great, and he was getting away with that. But it was the pressure that Bill Haney, Devin Haney, and the fans put on Tank. Look at what Tank's saying now. Well, you know what? After this fight, I'm gonna fight Devin Haney. That's why fans have to be vocal about what they don't like. Because, like I said, Tank Davis was almost going down that route where he was going to be a Canelo Alvarez, where he was going to be a Terence Crawford.
Nah, you on point. You on to something. Because look, this is the problem, bro. People got to stop being sensitive. Like listen to the conversation when people be having it. Like, it's certain people that when they had that conversation about Tank, they want to go in. That it's a way to do it and hold them accountable. That don't mean we don't like them and support them, but we want to hold you to the standard that you set, right? You a great fighter, right? You the guy, right? All right, we want to see you fight other people. That's the guy. You want to see that guy move like the guy. That's all, not just talk like it. And I don't think demanding him to fight the best is a slight. That's not a diss. It's not disrespectful. This is boxing, and people got to stop being sensitive. You know what I mean? We got to demand the best fight the best, or else people are going to feel comfortable fighting who they want and then telling you got to pay for it. And I don't think nobody got the right to do that. That's Tank. That's Canelo. That's anybody, especially when you know, they building you or you coining yourself as a pay-per-view star. Now understand something. For us to see you fight, we have to pay for it. There's no watching you for free no more. There's no free TV events no more. We got to either order the pay-per-view or physically buy a ticket to see you fight. So you got to, I feel like, and this is just with all due respect to all boxers, if you are fighting on pay-per-view, you owe the fans, you owe it to the hell with fans and supporters alike, especially the supporters. You owe it to them to get them their money's worth, yo, to fight the absolute best. That's not no diss. That's not talking crazy. None of that. That's the standard that boxing should be held at. And I'm going to keep saying that, to, you know what I mean, over and over. Like, anytime they demand your money, I could see if all these fights was on free TV, then maybe we wouldn't care as much. But it's different when you telling somebody you got to pay. Now we got to hold you to a standard for real. Even with free TV or not, we hold you to a standard. But you get what I'm saying. When there's money involved and somebody demanding it, all right, you ain't trying to see this dude go in there and knock over a bunch of bowling pins. You want to see somebody, you want to see somebody test them. That's what you want to see. You want your money's worth. Seeing a dude go in there and keep knocking people out, if they're not on his level, that's not getting your money's worth. Yeah, if you're rooting for that fighter, it's cool that your fighter is winning, but do you really want to see him test himself, or are you cool with just seeing him make money? Because his money don't feed you. So I'm getting a check off of him continuously beating up guys that I know he could beat. I don't want to see it that way, bro. I don't get paid for that, so I want to see him get tested. And he should want that. And that's every fighter, any fighter, especially
you know what else too, bro?
Demanding the money, man.
Another thing too, bro. A lot of people they give Bill Haney flack for talking and being so vocal. But if Bill Haney wasn't so vocal for these past couple of years about wanting Tank Davis would still be going around saying he don't have to fight Devin Haney.
Look, it's possible, bro. And I'm not against it, yo. Like, I think people take a lot of that stuff too personal, yo. Like, you make of you what you will. Everybody do some shit that you're not gonna like, but when it's all said and done, that's a father trying to build his son to be the best fighter in the world. I don't have no issue with that. Him calling for the smoke with Tank, I have no issue with that. The back and forth, I have no issue with that because it's entertainment, man. But at the end of the day, good pressure that's good, bro. That's good pressure. You get what I'm saying? That's good pressure. You hearing it from him. You hearing people repeating the interviews, repeating the talking points, and saying the things. And it's good pressure, bro. It's making you be accountable. You get what I'm saying? For the spot that you're in, it's making you earn your keep. Like, we get it that you could get knockouts and you being built with the Floyd Mayweather brand and put you in a position where people really love to come see you fight. We get that. But ain't nothing wrong with you really going out there and testing your mettle, bro. And I think, some of the stuff he is hearing, and I hope it impact him enough to really just give us the fights, man. And I'm a Tank supporter, so I ain't trying to hear it. I ain't trying to hear it. I don't diss none of these fighters. I'm a Tank supporter. I don't want to see him fight a bunch of guys that I know he could beat. You get what I'm saying? I want to see him in there with the absolute best. He should want that for himself. You know what I mean? And get yours and get out. Fight the absolute best. You ain't got to stick around too long, but go out strong. If that's what you're going to do, you know what I mean? Fight that. Go out fighting the absolute best. Win, lose, or draw. That don't matter, bro. I wish I could say that to all these fighters. That don't matter, bro. Real people support real fighters. We don't care about if you lost to somebody that's a dog, man. And nobody, and that's what you should want. I'm telling you, that shit gotta go. That way of thinking need to go. Care about your zero, man. We don't care. People gonna show up to fight regardless, bro.
I think every fighter needs a Bill Haney in their corner, bro. Think about that, bro. If Jamal Charlo had a Bill Haney, it wouldn't have been so easy for Canelo to ignore him like he didn't exist. I think it's good for a fighter to have somebody. Somebody in their camp. Somebody in their camp that's gonna put the pressure on the guy that wants to duck you. And then the thing is, you don't personally have to take down the backlash. If you look at it, bro, Bill Haney is the shield for Devin Haney because he take the backlash, but he's speaking for Devin.
Right. I think you do a damn good job. Like, nobody's gonna be perfect. If you listen to enough of what anybody says, you're gonna find some things you disagree with. But it's not always about agreeing and disagreeing. It's intent. And oftentimes, a lot of the stuff he have a message. Sometimes people focus on the little stuff when he be taking the little pokes. I get laughter out of it. I laugh at the shit. It'd be funny because he's a funny dude. But at the end of the day, I think he wants the best for his son. I think he want to try to put him in the best positions to prove that he's great. I don't think nothing is wrong with that. If that comes with barking up a Tank Davis tree, then do it. Listen, I ain't trying to give Tank no out at all. But I'm telling you right now, I truly, in my heart of hearts, feel like some of the way he think is a product of who he was up under. You got a guy that's looked at as one of the best fighters of this generation. One of the best of all time, right? TBE. Think about the advice he giving you. You even heard him come out and say, why is Devin and Shakur worried about Tank? They need to fight each other. He's adopted some of that energy by nature while being up under one of the best fighters in the world. And he moved you a certain way. And he's pretty much said that he's moved you like a prize fighter, a real prize fighter. Like, we just gonna make him a big bag. The fact that he can knock people out, people are gonna come. He's moved them that way. There's no way in hell a fighter that's that good, that's a Floyd that had the path that he had, that's been battle tested, is saying something as ignorant as, why y'all worried about Tank? Y'all should fight each other. When y'all say all the time, Tank is this, Tank is that, he the cash cow, why wouldn't they want that? Why wouldn't they want that? That's the toy that you bring out every day. You get what I'm saying? Essentially, you shine it up and be like, hey, look what I got. I got this over here. But you think ain't nobody going to want to fight him? What are we talking about? How are you convincing? And I think some of that has been like the teaching. I swear I do. I think he's been putting that in his head. Hey, man, you don't need these other guys. I can get you rich. I can get you paid. I could put you in here. You get what I'm saying? And that's no disrespect. That's just something I think. And he adds validity to it when he makes comments like, why y'all worried about Tank? Y'all need to fight each other. Are you crazy? You told us he's the best. Leiner Ellaby said he's the best. We hear the gym stories. We hear the knockout stories. We hear all of this stuff, man. We hear how good he is. We hear how underrated the boxing IQ is. They hear the shit too. Some of them share the ring with him. Why wouldn't they want to fight him? So I think he adopted that attitude and it came off a little divish. It's like, it's diva energy, bro. Now thinking that you shouldn't or you don't have to get in there with other quality fighters because you can sell tickets. And this, y'all know I rock with Tank, so it ain't no diss. It's just real shit. You don't need that mentality. I want to hear you say you want to fight these dudes, and I want to see you do it. Ain't never nothing wrong with that. Ain't never nothing wrong with asking for the guys to fight the absolute best. I do think Tank one of the best in his division. I do. How do you prove that? Get in there with them killers, man. You won yourself. Your worst case scenario here in a 50-50 fight. I'm going to always feel like that when you Tank. I'm telling you. For me, 50-50 fight, those are great odds. If somebody told y'all up on the panel today, y'all odds of playing the lottery tonight and hitting it was 50-50, we all be playing that shit. So that's all I'm saying, man. You bet on yourself. You know, get rid of that divish mentality that I think, honestly, I'm not trying to blame it all on Floyd, but I think, and it's not intent, it's just he looked at him as an investment rather than somebody that I'm going to take and build legacy with. He made bags for him. He made him rich. And I ain't saying he never challenged him. He's challenged him, but he know he ain't challenged him to the absolute best. He know he didn't put him through the test that he went through, being a young Mayweather. You know what I mean? Being a pretty boy. You didn't put him through that. You put him in a position to be tested, but mildly. You give him no disrespect, mildly, not at the absolute best, because you was protecting the investment, I believe. You ain't even envision this 2023, you not being you not promoting Tank Davis, him not being your fighter. You probably never looked that far. You never looked that far. So I think you moved him a certain way, and he adopted a bit of that energy, that attitude, moving like, man, they come to see me. Think about some of the stuff that he say when he going at that. Don't nobody know him. Don't nobody who. Come on, man. Why do that matter? You know him, and you know he could fight. You know him, and you know he could fight. What you mean nobody know him? So you know what? Change your attitude. I know that's your competition, right, bro? I get it. But won't you fight him? Because I guarantee you, after you fight him with the people you bring out, they gonna know him then. Why y'all can't look at it as like, yo, let's go get this bag? We ain't gotta be no friends. But let's get this bag. I bet you after we fight, everybody gonna know you. Boxing wins, man. I'm looking at shit different. I ain't no fanboy. Don't ever call me that. I just call it how I see it, man. That's the way you need to be looking at that situation. Hey, man, we can get a bag together. People gonna know both our names, and we gonna go out fighting the absolute best. It's a win-win, bro. Win, lose, you win.
And another thing I didn't like was Ellaby. They had an interview a while. It was like maybe a year ago, maybe a year ago, a year or two ago. I can't remember exactly, but they was asking Ellaby. That's when Devin Haney was being real vocal about wanting to fight Tank. So they asked Ellaby about a possible fight with him, and he came out and said that, we not fighting Devin Haney because we don't have the money that he's looking for. He wouldn't make what he's used to making with us if he fought us. And like that let me know that was some whole shit, because you had me under the impression that Devin Haney was hard to negotiate with, which was a complete lie, because I saw after he fought Cambosis, that was a goddamn lie. You just made that shit up.
Right. And I feel like we as the supporters of the sport, we got to catch on to these tricks And these, you know what I mean? These dudes be trying to be slick, and they be trying to protect their investment. Meanwhile, trying to make other fighters look like ducks, and the whole time they ain't really trying to make no fights. We got to hold them accountable too. I'm starting to feel like it don't even be the fighters as much as it be the people that's advising these fighters. If I got one of the best fighters that ever laced them up, giving me advice, what kind of fool would I be not to take it? You get what I'm saying? Look at the position you in. So you over here, and it's working for you. You're winning. People showing up. You constantly knocking people out. It's complacency, man. It will settle in for anybody, man. You don't need to move like that. I think now was the time to move away. I think now was a good time. And I swear, I really hope him and Calvin Ford has some kind of situation where they could sit down and absolutely chase the best fights. After you get rid of this Ryan situation, man, I expect to see the man challenge himself. I really do, y'all. I ain't know. I rock with him. But we just want the man fight like what we think he is. You know what I'm saying? Fight against the absolute best, bro.
Can I address something real quick? Can I address something? Somebody in the chat said that. Do they want to fight Tank, or do they want to get paid, or do they want to get paid by Tank? The answer is, why does it matter? Because to get paid by Tank, they have to fight him. That's all you should care about. Because they can't just go to Tank and then he just gonna forward them $1 million. So they have to fight Tank to get paid by him. Yeah,
and I guess I know he asked that question because I get what you're saying, King Jude. I agree with that, but definitely. But I think what he's trying to say is you got people that sound like they want to fight him, but it's like, do you really want to get paid, or do you want to fight him because you think you could beat him? When I think it pertains to Devin Haney specifically, I'm gonna just give him the benefit of the doubt because I've always had. He hadn't given me a reason not to believe that he want to fight somebody, so I'm gonna just leave it like that. I think when it pertains to him, he actually want to fight him because he think he can beat him. You know what I'm saying? So that's a fight I want to see. I like both of them dudes. I'm gonna keep supporting both of the dudes. I don't get caught up in them versus each other in a personal way, other than them actually fighting each other. And I was having a conversation with somebody the other day, and I was saying, like, I think it's time for me to start looking at this just a little bit different than other people. Look, man, I think you got somewhat of the best of both worlds when you got them dudes. You got a guy that they try to paint as pillow fist, which I believe is a bullshit narrative that they push because you will never hear somebody you will hear somebody say you can't punch, but you'll never hear somebody say you can't box. You'll never hear nobody say that. So at the end of the day, the sport is called what? Boxing. Can he box? Absolutely. With the best of them. Do he get paid? Absolutely. With the best of them. Do people actually know him in all actuality? Yeah, they know him, bro. It don't matter if he don't sell out as many seats. I just don't feel like that's a reason to slice somebody. That sounds like some whole shit. That makes it Why do we care about that? Right. Like, we should want people to know him. So I'm looking at it like, you know what? You really feel like people don't know him? And he fighting a fighter that everybody know? Wouldn't that mean more eyes would be on him? Wouldn't boxing win? Because they get one of the best fights possible, and them fighters will walk out of there with their heads held high, knowing that they challenge themselves against the absolute best, and they got a bag. Would they either of them lose fans if they lost to each other? If Devin Haney fought Tank and got knocked out, you think he'd lose a single solitary fan? I don't. If Devin Haney outboxed Tank Davis, do you think Tank Davis will lose a fan? I don't. You know what I'm saying? That's how boxing grow, by giving us the fights that matter. You know what I'm saying? I just don't care about the personal spats between them. I don't care. They can talk shit all they want. At the end of the day, they competitors, and they both winning the last time I checked. We get the best of both worlds. You got a guy, you got casuals, right? Tank got you because he's going to knock you out. You got people that's hardcore boxing fans that enjoy it. It's pure boxing purists and the sweet science, and Devin Haney does that. Am I right? So we win anytime we get to see either of them fight. I just look at shit totally different. I'm not with the weird shit with them. I can't wait to see them fight. I'm a glass half full. I can't wait to see them fight at some point. That's how I look at that. Maybe they're going to work that out. Part of getting that fight, I think, was getting away from the guy that was making you feel like you don't have to fight them and they shouldn't be worried about you. And I don't think I'm crazy for saying that. The fact that he said that showed intent. You never was trying to put this dude in them type of fights. Look what you're saying. Why they worried about him? You sound weird. Man, he told them division, bro. They're in the same division. They're in the same profession. You get what I'm saying? They all winning. They undefeated at the top of their game. Why wouldn't they want to fight him? That's a stupid question. Why are they worried about him? Why aren't they worried about him? He told them Haney directly. With Floyd moving him like that, I really am. But again,
he told Devin Haney that. He told Devin Haney directly. He said, "Bro, he tweeted him directly. Leave Tank alone."
You get what I'm saying? That's weird energy. Leave Tank alone. You making Tank no damn victim. He could hold himself against anybody. Don't you protecting your investment? So you was moving like a promoter that was protecting the investment, and you know that's a real risk, but it's okay because Tank is just as much as a risk as Dev is to him. That's why it's a 50-50 fight. But when you make comments like that, you let the boxing public know and the supporters of him know that you're really not trying to put him in them fights. And that's hurtful to the sport. Now he adopted energy. Yeah, man, y'all go fight somebody else. Yeah, y'all don't nobody know him. Man, you shouldn't care. You should look at it like, you know what? He a competitor. I ain't got to be my friend, but we going to go get this bag. And people are going to know both of us after this. Because according to you, you're going to knock him out. And according to him, he going to beat your ass. So at the end of the day, it sounds like a fight to me. Y'all going to both win, man. Ain't nobody going to lose. Yeah, I get it. No moral victories, man. But the hell out. And last time I checked, you ain't no loser fighting the absolute best, man. You're not. I don't care what you're talking about. I'll never look at you no different because you went out there against the absolute best and you fell short. Either way it go. So I be saying I don't really got no real dog in the race with them. I just want to see it. What I think is what I think. It doesn't even matter. I just want to see it. You know what I'm saying? So I just hope we get to a point in boxing where we get these fights, and a point it should be real soon. Man, 28. I mean, look, the time is now. You making all the right moves, like, or at least you started off like you put on a good card. You went and challenged yourself against a guy that people dissed you for, whatever. You got the job done. Now you on to the next. Get this situation out your face, out your way, and then go chase those dogs that you said you wanted, the Shakurs and the Dev Haneys, because you really don't have to make more avenues to turn down to fight nobody else. You know what I'm saying?
Just do. I just want to know how you gonna feel. Your honest opinion, bro, man to man. Tank Davis said that he wants Devin Haney or Shakur after this fight. Calvin Ford came out and said that he has a contract ready to send both of them after the Ryan Garcia fight. Now that's coming straight from Tank mouth. We heard Tank say it, and we read Calvin Ford say, because I think he posted it, that they have a contract ready for those guys after Ryan Garcia. I want to know how you gonna feel about that count if Ryan Garcia, they get past Ryan Garcia and they don't send a contract to Devin or
Shakur. They don't stand on business. And then look, Judah, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I was saying, like, when people be saying duck and capping and this and that, I'll be saying, yo, just be a little bit more patient. And I keep using that term that the walls are closing in. That's what I mean. Like, getting the Hector Garcia out, that's one less roadblock, right? Getting Ryan Garcia out the way is one less roadblock. How many more avenues do you have to turn down? How many guys do we truly want to see you fight at 135? And this is being a real supporter of yours. How many other guys do we truly want to see you fight there? Be honest.
Right.
We want to see you fight Shakur and Dad, bro. There's nothing wrong with challenging yourself, bro. Don't put yourself in a situation where you look like you doubt yourself. And again, we're not casuals and we watch a lot of content. Yo, me being a creator, I'm always looking for something or watching something. So again, you saying you got contracts, you can send both of them. I'm gonna have to take you up. I'm gonna have to believe you on that. But I'm gonna also expect for y'all to stand on business after y'all get your business out the way. There's no more avenues and streets to turn down. The walls are closing in, but that's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. That means that's getting you closer to your mark. That's getting you closer to proving yourself. When you fight one of those dudes, no doubt, y'all would undoubtedly prove yourself against the absolute best, man. Any of them dudes mixing it up. So the fact that Dad's sticking around puts pressure on 135 in a weird way, because now he ain't going nowhere. Now he telling y'all it ain't gonna be no champ. You know what I mean? Bill saying ain't gonna be no other champ in 2023. Shakur is my guy. Y'all know that. He said he's gonna try to prove him wrong. So I want to see everybody's. You get what I'm saying? I take no favors. That's my favorite fighter. I still take no favors. I heard what he said. I heard Shakur. I heard you. But I also believe in him. So I think he'll stand on it. And I'm going to try to give all of them the benefit of the doubt. I think when those opportunities truly present itself, I think we could get them fights. And Rey Vargas bogus real quick. He bogus. That fight wasn't closer than you think. He damn sure ain't win. If he thought that, he really need to get his ass down to 126, bro.
Right.
Johnny Q, salute, my bro. Hunter, salute, Brody. Salute.
A lot of them Hispanics, they don't admit when they lose to a black fighter, bro. They hate to say that the black fighter was better than them. They always have an excuse. Well, not I can't say always, but you know, most of the time.
I see you, Hunter. I see you. Again, like it. Again, a lot of these guys say a lot. A lot has been said, but that's why I try to play it in the middle. Like we hear all of the things that they said. They've all said what we all know is they pretty much would agree. If we had to ask any of these dudes individually, are they willing to fight each other? They will all say yes. So all we want is for them to do it. And I feel like with these fights getting out the way, Loma getting scouted by Dev, Ryan getting scouted by Tank. You know what I mean? Yoshina getting scouted by Shakur. That's business out the way. That lines up the next order of business. Who do we really want to see top guys fight? Top guys. That's all. That's not asking for two. That's crazy. The opportunities are about to line themselves up where ain't nowhere else for you to turn. Ain't no Rolly Romero's for Tank. You know what I mean? No more Hector Garcias. Ain't no more Ryan Garcia. Ain't no more Garcias, period. But you don't need more Garcias. You need a guy on your resume. You need a Shakur Stevenson. I'm ready to see them fights now because they're still in the same division with each other. So I ain't looking later. I'm looking like after y'all get y'all business out the way, I want to see y'all go at it.
Right. This is how I feel about Shakur, bro. I know that's your favorite fighter.
Yeah.
I got nothing but respect. Nothing but respect for Shakur. And one thing you're going to notice about Devin Haney fans respect Shakur Stevenson just like we respect Devin because, I mean, the style is almost similar. It's different, but it's almost the same. You know, he a pure boxer. So Devin Haney fans like Shakur too. So my thing is this here. Like when it comes to that three-way triangle, the worst part about the situation is that it's three of them and not four. So that means everybody can't fight everybody at the same time, right? So somebody got to get chosen and somebody not going to get chosen.
Right.
But I just feel like with Shakur coming up last into the 135 division, I feel like the fight that people more want to see is Devin Haney versus Tank. Because I hear a lot of people saying that, Tank called out Devin, this and that. Now, when Devin said he's staying behind, I know for a fact that that's most of the fight Tank Davis. But a lot of people take that fact as in Devin Haney don't want to fight Shakur. He's scared to fight Shakur. No, it's just the fact that Tank was always the goal.
Yeah, I think that's the name that they put up a lot against. Like that's the name that they tease Tank about. I feel like, and that's the name I think they dangle in front of Devin Haney. So I think naturally him being a fighter, he just want to prove it, and I think he in a position to do it.
Rubbing each other, man.
Yeah, and it ain't nothing wrong with it. It's been some, pissing contests, but like I said, right now it's looking like once they get business out the way, it ain't no business, ain't no roadblock. So that's why I keep saying just be patient. I feel like that extra fight that they getting out the way will bring them closer to fighting each other. Because again, bro ass said he's staying put. That makes that more of a possibility. And again, we could hold Tank accountable. We could hold Shakur. That's all fighters in every division. You know what I mean? That's a hot one because we know we got some blockbusters if any of them dudes get in the ring with each other. We all
I think it's a win-win. I think it's a win-win for Shakur because this was gonna happen. However this shit play out between them, this was next for Shakur in the foreseeable future. He either gonna get a blockbuster fight with Devin Haney or Tank Davis, or after Devin Haney moves up. Let's say Devin Haney actually fight Tank or whatever, and Shakur don't get the fight. After Devin Haney move up, then Shakur gonna have that whole division to itself because Tank already told you he don't care about belts. So he's not trying to collect the straps. And when it comes down to who gonna get them straps, it's no doubt that Shakur Stevenson gonna end up being undisputed at 135.
That makes sense too. Makes sense for sure. So you need Deb not to sign with Top Rank. Yeah, I think. I really think he the way he moved to me, man, if he gonna move the way I think he could possibly move, I think he gonna get this Loma fight out his way. And I think he gonna put himself in position to get a bigger fight next up. I think somebody gonna get their bluff called sooner or later. Either somebody gonna get their bluff called or people just gonna be forced to stand on business. And again, this is nothing personal. Like you don't stand on business, we're gonna see. All we do is follow this sport. So after these fights, it's like, what would be the next step after that? Somebody else? You better not dare. Like, we get what I'm saying? Like, there ain't nowhere to go. So I'm very like, I can't wait. Yeah, I don't get it. I can't wait to this business, these roadblocks. Them fights that's next for them in front of them, get them out the way. That's a clear path, bro. Same division, that's a clear path. I'm not trying to hear it, yo. I don't want to hear nothing, yo. I just want to see people fight. And again, I ain't fanboying for nobody, man. I'm here to be respected, not liked. You know what I'm saying? It's different. So I'm not gonna sit up here and paint no narrative where I'm look like I'm making any excuse for anybody that didn't stand on the standard that they set for themselves. That you gotta understand something. I'm so fair because I'm holding people to the standard that they set for themselves, them and their team. You tell me that you the best, and I see that somebody else look like they one of the best, I'm gonna want to see you fight that person. How's that crazy? That's your real supporter for you. The fans are the ones that's cool with seeing you fight winnable fights, knowing you gonna win with any fighter. Those are the fans. The supporters are the dudes that is cool seeing you test yourself against the absolute best. You know why? Because whether you win or lose or not is not going to determine whether they rock with you or not. That's the supporter. You lose, they're going to be like, I still rock with him. My boy came up short. On to the next. Boxing continues. But people just so, I don't know. Some of these fighters, I guess they think they lose they lose the fans. Nah, you lose the fans when you protecting the O. Or you're going to lose the supporters. The fans going to be there. They like to see you keep winning. They don't care if you 40 and 0 fighting all guys that you could beat. The real ones, the supporters are the ones that really rock with you because they paying for your fights, ordering your fights, coming to your fights, and they actually got faith in your ability. The fans, the ones that don't want to see you in 50-50 fights, ain't truly rocking with you 100% because they don't even got faith that you could beat other guys that's in your division when it's a 50-50 fight. So that's the difference. Fans and supporters. No disrespect to nobody that's a fan, but that's the difference between me and other people.
That's a fact, bro.
I want to see Shakur fight everybody that people say he can beat. Any fighter that y'all say will give him a tough time, I want to see it because the people want to see it. Why wouldn't I want to see it? You got mad people saying that, yo, this would be a tough fight. They threw the whip. They threw, cool. People was cool with Pitbull Cruz, right? I was cool with that too. Then they went out and threw Williams and Pater. They felt like that was even better. I said, man, good, cool. Let's see it. Then look how that happened. Then they ready to trash him over fighting Yoshino, but they ain't gonna put into context. Yo, he told y'all fools he went down the line. These dudes said no. What else is he gonna do? He fought the guy that said yeah. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, dude did knock out Nakatani recently. That he felt like if he was fighting him next, y'all say that was a good test for him. So he fighting the guy that beat that guy. You know what I'm saying? And he undefeated. He's 16-0, 12 knockouts. I want to see him handle business, not looking past this Yoshino dude, but I expect him to beat his ass. And then I want to see who's next for him too. Now you here now. You're welcome to the division fight out your way. Get it out and get in there with any of these fights that people think are tough for you because I want to see them. I want to see just how good you are. I really do. I want to see if you really who I think you are or you not. I see you, Hunter. I feel you, man. That that would be a real roadblock. Yeah, Rey Vargas got popped for them PDs. And he up there making excuses. Did he say Foster ran for real, bro? Vote was robbed. I thought Vote won. I ain't gonna lie, Fate. When we was watching it, I thought Vote won. I wanted to watch it again. I did think he pulled it off.
Yo, I think he did too. Because did y'all see what Dana White just posted earlier? Islam, that dude Islam is in critical condition right now. Do that sound like a fighter that won to you?
He is.
Yeah, he said he's in critical condition.
Damn, damn, man. Nah, that sound like a dude that got his ass beat up a little bit. Yo, Volk didn't look hurt, beat up, and see again, y'all. Belts do not determine who I call champions and how I look at fighters, bro. That is the way you lose. I get it, the moral victory, and it ain't none in combat sports. But damn, did you see the way he took a L? That's how you take an L, man. He took his L so graciously. He don't sound salty. It is what it is. He on to the next, and he didn't get beat up, and we know that because we watched it. That man fought his ass off, and he a little tank, yo. God damn, he won that fight, man. I'm sorry. First glance, bro, I thought he won. Maybe I'll see something different in that rematch. I just think they gave it to the guy. I don't know. I gotta look at.
I think they trying to do. They trying to market. They trying to market that Islam guy just like Khabib Nurmagomedov. If you keep up with the UFC, Dana White always need him a star to push.
Right. That's where I was leaning towards King Drew. I'm thinking like, is he a younger guy?
Maybe I don't. But I know one thing about them is. Hold on, the UFC they like to recreate stars. What I mean by that is, if they did have a successful star, anybody who's similar to that guy, they gonna push that guy to get the same fan base to get behind that guy. You see what I'm saying? So by those guys being from the same place, I think, or maybe they from a different place, but they look alike.
Right.
And they just pushing him like he the next Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Right. Yeah. And I'm with that. And I think he broke him up. a little bit, yo. And he was on him.
There's really Khabib cousin, Judah.
Yeah. What you think, T? What you think last night? Who you had it for?
I bet on Islam.
Oh, okay.
It was a close fight though.
Yeah.
It was 3-2 though. I feel like it could have been 3-2 either way.
Mm-hmm.
But man,
I want to go watch it again. I want to go watch it
again.
Yeah, I got to go watch it again, yo. I got to. And anytime.
It's been a couple question decisions though in the UFC though. Paddy Pimblett got one. The other Russian guy got one. Khamzat Chimaev got one. And, now
they want to.
Got one.
Yeah, they want to push. They want to push Paddy Pimblett like he the next Conor McGregor. That's why.
Right. Yeah,
he was on point. You was on point with everything you was just saying too, bro.
Facts.
I just had to, but that is Khabib cuz though. That's one of Khabib fighters, Islam.
Right, man. That man, yeah, man.
They
I
do
catch
push
them
all
down.
Khabib fighters though. They push all his fighters though.
Yeah, whenever it's like that, if it's on, if I could catch it at the end of a card, yeah, I definitely switch over to the UFC. I don't mind doing it. I stayed on an extra minute to watch that fight. It was worth it. It was a good fight, man. And again, that dude moved like a champion without that belt, man. Look how he like. You take a loss like that and you just ain't salty, bro. Just make you a better fighter, man. It's like I'm getting tired of people talking about they thought they won all the damn time. That shit is annoying. Rey Vargas, bro, you didn't win last night. Stop, man. You Oshaquie Foster ran. Get your ass out of here, boy. You can't box. See, that's when it start making me come at you, man. You limited as hell, bro. He didn't stand in front of you. Why would he stand in front of you so you could throw 3 to 4 or 5 punch combinations? Told you, half of dealing with person with volume is not being in range for them to get it off on you, and that's what he did. Then when he did walk him down, he was beating him up. He was out thinking him like he was playing chess. Shot was playing chess. You know, Rey Vargas was playing checkers, and he got checkmated last night.
There's no excuse, bro. He got out. First of all, he got out jabbed by the shorter fighter.
Right.
So for you to say he was running, bro, that's bullshit because he had to be in front of you to land that jab. He had to sit still to land that jab. You taller than him.
Yo, for real, somebody running. Y'all gotta abolish that from y'all vocab, man. Just don't say that. It don't sound good. When I hear somebody say somebody ran, it just sounds like you can't box, bro. Nobody is standing there for you to rip 4, 5, 6 punch combinations on them, bro, because you can't have your way. I seen your fights, bro. I'm not about to let you piece me up. Like, nah. Shot was on point. His eyes was laser focused. He seen everything in there. His eyes were great last night. Foot placement.
Yo, he looked good, bro. Yo, he looked good. I was talking to Pull Counter about it, bro. That dude look, bro. Oshaquie Foster, his progress from the last fight to what I seen last night was exponential, bro. He looked like a totally different fighter. He looked good last night.
Right. He did. He looked damn good. And I'm impressed. And I think like he said, he really got up for this fight and it showed. And I just felt like the opportunity came at the right time. And I think he could just build. I hope he able to build some momentum off this win, man. I really do. He put a lot of people on notice along with the 130 division.
The only critique I have though, is that when he had him, because I'm not gonna lie, bro, I saw a look in Vargas' eyes. Vargas was ready to go, bro.
Right.
Since like the 7th round. The 7th round, he was ready to go. Right. Oshaquie is not a finisher, bro. Like he just couldn't put it in one. I'm gonna tell you his biggest mistake. You was in there with a taller guy, and you had the taller guy on the run. You actually had him trapped in the corner a few times. Right. He never went to the body,
Right.
He never went to the body.
I did critique that. I said he needed to go to the body more. And it's good that we see that because now you just see, again, you see where he need to improve. And then you get to see in his next fight, did he pay attention to detail and try to correct that? Get what I'm saying? Work on being a finisher. Like, because you're not one by design, but you can work on it. Like Hitchens, I think you can work on finishing when you got your guy really hurt and just putting the right punches together at the right time to get the job done. And I agree. He had a look in his face. I said, yo, he don't want to fight no more. The fact that you got a guy that likes to fight, he don't want to fight no more. He mentally checked out. He's trying, but he don't want to be there. You get what I'm saying? He know he outmatched. And I was like, yo, if he would have stepped on it like another gear, I think he would have got a stoppage. I really do. Especially if he would have been going to the body early.
That's exactly what he should have been doing. Like I saw the only punch he throws to the body was that straight cross. That's it. He don't even jab to the body much. Like he did not focus on the body at all.
Not enough. Not enough. It was not enough where you could say he had a sustained body attack. Nope. And that's a critique. I feel like all fighters, I don't care what weight, what division, care where you at, how old, how new, whatever. I feel like body work should be a priority in a fight, and I feel like defense should be a priority in a fight, not an afterthought. I can't stand fighters that treat defense like an afterthought. You wait till you start getting punched, tagged up, your face all red. Now you want to remember, oh shit, I gotta block these punches. Nah, bro, by then the dude done got you figured out, and you get touched up, and it looked bad. I love to see a fighter pay attention to detail defensively, and Shot was switched on, man. His defense was better than I thought it was going to be, especially for a guy that's known to let his hands go a nice bit. You know what I'm saying? That's how you fight.
And I was telling some guys, what I was telling them that another problem here by him not going to the body, he was head hunting the whole fight. So what happens? Well, I tried because I boxed for a little while before I was trying to explain to some guys that what happens is after a while when a fighter has you cornered, you know you're losing, you know this guy beating you, and you know he got to the point where he coming to stop you, right? But now you have a pattern where you know he only head hunting. What happens is he prepared for you to headhunt every time you trap him. So even let's say you get a guy trapped and you throwing 4-5 punch combinations every time to get him out of there. What's gonna happen by him knowing all these punches are coming to his head? You might land 1 or 2, but that big one that you plan on hitting him with, he gonna dodge that one every time because he expecting it because he know you headhunting every time. That's like I said, because if you come in there and you throwing a 4-5 punch combination, the first one might land, but that second one, the one that you plan to get him out there with, he gonna see that one coming. Because he know where you're going with it. But if you mix it up, head to body, and he don't know where it's coming from, that big one gonna end up catching him because he don't know where the big one going. He don't know if he's throwing the big one to his body or the big one to his head.
Yeah, right. I agree. Man, I'm telling you, man, we seen a good night. We seen a good night of boxing, man. We seen a good night, and we seen, I think, the emergence of a new star, man. I don't want to anoint him too fast, but we seen the emergence of a really good fighter that was like a dark horse of the division. And again, salute to Shakur Stevenson for giving that man his credit and speaking on him a long time ago, calling him one of the best fighters in boxing and at 130. And I think he showed us exactly why he that. And again, this dude continue to give fighters their credit, and that's why I like him. I appreciate fighters that just know they're not the only one that's nice. I say that all the time, man. He gave Keyshawn Davis a lot of praise, and I think it's for good reason. I think that work that young man putting in is going to make him better than what people think. I think the fact that he's so confident and outspoken, it makes people kind of lose sight of the fact that the man got 7-8 fights and he's still under 10 fights, and he's training with some of the most skilled fighters in the sport. I think that's where his confidence come from, and I think I like it. Just keep winning. I know it ain't like you. I could see if you talk like that and you don't put in the work. I know you work. Right. You ain't never out of shit. You young, you early in your career, but I know you focus, bro. You be in that gym, bro. I hear a lot of good things about him in as far as, just learning. It's not about who you sparring, and you get what I'm saying? It's just the work that's put in. It's quality work. You ain't just in there working hard. You working smart too. That's the difference. And I believe in a smart fighter. I think Keyshawn is a smart fighter. Like I said, the one fight I did get to see live of his in person. Now that I know, I didn't know what was said, like watching the fight, but I remember when he finished this guy, and I'll be joking. I think I might still got the clip in here when Bomac was like, "Hey, Keyshawn," he's like, "Boom, boom." He told him that, he jumped on dude ass. He really finished the fight. He told him that, and he jumped on the fight. That's why I was saying, the last fight, I don't think Bomac was there for Keyshawn. He wasn't able to do the boom, boom. That's why he ain't knock him out, man. Dub, right side. Right. Bro, what's good with it, Dub? How you feeling, bro?
How you feel about that guy Foster saying afterwards, he said he ready for everybody. He want to unify. I think he said Hector Garcia, and he said some other guys.
Navarrete. I'm with that. I want to see it. I want to see those fights because, listen, he there now. He knocked on the door. He a champion. What's wrong with boxing? It's not that they got too many belts is the biggest issue. It's that once people get a hands on them belts, why are we not putting champions in there with other champions? That's what's wrong with the belts. Yeah, I can keep up with the 4 major, sanction. I can keep up with that. But the issue is once a guy get a belt, why are y'all put mandatory at the mandatory? Nah, we don't want to see that, bro. We want to see champions fight each other, bro. That's what the point of the belts are. That's what the point of the belts. I don't want to see him go fight a mandatory unless he absolutely have to, unless there's no other way for him to get a champion in there because the champion tied up, just had a fight or something like that. Other than that, that's what's wrong with too many belts. When a guy get a belt, they're not looking to put them in there with another champion. Y'all want to milk the championship run. No, you have an obligation. You need to be held to a standard. You are a champion. You got to behave like one. Why do I want to see champions fight other guys that's not champion? Fight the champions if you could. Other than that, I get the mandatory because he earned their spot. I get that. But there's too many opportunities that present themselves, and dudes like Ahmed Daliyev, you want to fulfill mandatory obligations, and you don't want undisputed. That's what's wrong with belts. It's not the belts; it's the people that be having the belts. Sometimes you got a guy like MJ got the belts and don't want to be undisputed. Why wouldn't you be knocking on Cool Boy door? Why? What are you talking about, mandatories? You can't be serious, dude. You don't want to fight nobody. That's why I say all the time, yo. Far too often, we focus on a small percentage of these fighters that we want to hold accountable. Let's hold boxing accountable. Fighters like that too. He's a good fighter, but you out here trying to fight mandatories and not fight Cool Boy. Then you got Cool Boy getting called to duck when in reality it's people ducking him. You can't make this up. I'm telling you, all this irresponsible ducking and, you know, mismanaging of your situation. Don't get a title and then turn diva. Get a title, become a champion, and continue to move like one fight the other fighters in there. I don't understand. I really don't understand it, yo. It's like the whole goal is to be great, or is it to just have a bunch of wins and say you had a belt for a while? I'm trying to understand some of these fighters, because if you ask them, they'll tell you it's about the fans and legacy, but then they move in a certain way. It's tell you it ain't about fans, it ain't about legacy. It's about your pocket and you holding on to that belt, milking it. And that's when you start losing the people that really watch it. You out here trying to fight mandatories instead of fighting Cool Boy. We know it's a tough fight, but that's what you in it for, bro. That's what you in. I'm fighting my mandatory. Like, whatever, man. Whole time you calling Cool Boy getting called to duck because he done went and tried to make business with Brandon Figueroa up at a weight class that he ain't never even been at. Never mind the challenge. Oh, nah, he's ducking anyway. Never mind the challenge. He could be taking fighting a guy, even though it's a rematch. But in the division he never been in, when dude already got a fight and got comfortable there. Man, get out of here, man. Then he scraps it and goes right to the fire and say he willing to go to Japan. You can't make this stuff up, man. You talking about a champion, and then y'all gonna say he ain't nobody? Cool Boy, a real one, man. Y'all just gotta know it when you see it. Boxing MMA 365 was good, bro. It was good with you, fam. How you feeling? Yeah, man, dudes ain't getting no younger. 29, let's get it. Like, let's make it happen, bro. The people is behind y'all. We only just want to see 50-50 fights. I want fighters to understand that. Dudes be taking it personal. If I tell you I think somebody could beat you, you should respect that for me not being no, like, bandwagon type weirdo. You get what I'm saying? You should respect it. So I just want to, again, man, a lot of times in these fights, I don't have no dog in the race, man. Y'all know who my guy is, and I'll tell you why, but you ain't never going to hear me fanboy for him. Like I said, when that man missed weight, I got an hour live. That's still up, hour and some change, holding him accountable for it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how it is. But he held himself accountable, so ain't nobody have to make an excuse when he hold his own self accountable, which is what you want to see these fighters do anyway. Foster versus Cool Boy. All these fights would be good. Cool Boy did mention something about going up too. NUAs at 126, 130. He did make mention. He got a little whiles before he get up there, though. I just want to see how he look at a new weight first. You know what I'm saying? I believe in acclimating properly to a weight, especially when you built your career the right way. You didn't get there being stupid, and it can't be about bravado. And what I mean is, did you see Andre Ward, one of the best fighters of this era, right? Did you see how he acclimated to 175 before he fought Kovalev? You see how he gave himself a couple fights, acclimated to the weight, and then went for the boogeyman in the division and pieced him up? That's intelligent. You know, that's how you move. Like, you don't let nobody trick you out your position. So you get there, you take the fights that make sense. You know what I mean? That's what you got a team. You acclimate, I believe, properly to that weight, and then you go for the Sharks. You go right for the Sharks, whether it take you one fight or two fights, whatever. But, 2 is the number for me. I feel like after 2, you should be good. And reason why I said that, look at Barrios. I get it. The dude wasn't Keith Thurman, but look at his body. Look how he looked. I feel like he filled out. He looked a lot better. He looked fresh for the fight. He didn't look like he was gassed, tired, or none of that. He looked like he was in great shape. So that was his second fight at 147, and he looked a lot different. You know what I'm saying? But Foster and Cool Boy, I have to wait for that. Oh, skill for skill. Cool Boy's got wrinkles, man, but both of them dudes can fight, man. Both of those dudes can fight because I think Cool Boy got a better inside game. I'll tell you that. So he might be you know what I'm saying? Cool Boy, he fight a little better than that inside, bro. And they both could fight the mid to long range pretty good. Pretty good feet. Cool Boy. Shockey showed me that he was harder to hit than I thought. And Cool Boy ain't the easiest to hit either. You know what I'm saying? And you could fight a dude in the inside and outwork him at what he do best. That shows talent right there, man. So he's a special dude. But skill for skill, man, it's tough. They comparable. They do some things very well in there. But I think Cool Boy might got the edge in the inside. But that don't mean Foster can't fight in the inside. I just seen Cool Boy do more work in the inside than Foster. Foster worked a bit in the inside. You know what I'm saying? Foster got some popping and punches. He boxed all 12 rounds. He ain't even look tired at all, bro. At all. His stamina conditioning was top notch, yo. Real conditioned fighter. Not like these other dudes gassing at the 5 or 6. That's a fact, man. It's a fact. But again, man, we got another good night of boxing, man. Salute to Oshaquie Foster. We got a new player at 130, new champion. Let's see what's next for him. He already calling for the other champions. He trying to unify. So let's see what's next. Great performance. Another good night of boxing. Now they saying Teofimo and Josh Taylor potentially for May 27th or June 3rd. Let's see if they really make this fight or if they wasting our time again. And then we got Caneol Alvarez and John Ryder for May 6th, I believe, right on par. This dude, the face of boxing, but he taking a whole tune-up. Another guy that he just going to walk through, which is not even fun. Dude is crazy. But again, man, appreciate the fam. Y'all smash that like button, man. And it's early though. It is early, man. I'll probably come back later than, man, Sunday. But then it's Super Bowl Sunday, right? We gonna see, man, because it's something else I've seen too. I might make it a shorter video. I might not do live. I might do a short video. But salute to the fam. Y'all punch the like button on the way out, man. As always, we had another dope conversation in the books. Solid night of boxing, solid champion. Let's see what's next for him. Like I said, Josh Taylor and Tio, let's see if they really want to fight for real. Barrios did his thing last night as well. The Pero brothers got wins. Solid wins for them. Much respect to them. I want to see Leiner again because he didn't look his best in this fight. But the younger brother got it all. He did his thing, but we're going to see. John Ryder, he did absolutely nothing to deserve a Caneol Alvarez fight. Canelo, it's not his skill set that makes him a bum. It's his mentality that makes him a bum. It makes him a diva. He got a bum mentality, not skill set. You know, this dude feel like he because he got 60-something odd fights at 32 years old, that he's earned his right to handpick, you know, subpar, mediocre opposition, but meanwhile demanding 40, 45 million a fight. You get what I'm saying? To have 12-round sparring matches with big crowds in attendance. Like, you can't make this stuff up. The boy is bogus. He's not the face of boxing because he doesn't move like the face of boxing. He's coming off a minor surgery with his wrist or something like callus or something he had, or something weird. And the dude is fighting mediocre, like not even middle of the pack competition. He's fighting a C-level fighter in John Ryder. I don't care what nobody say. It's C+ at best. You know what I'm saying? Look at the difference in between mentalities. Errol Spence almost got his career cut short and his life ended in a car accident. He comes back and fights Danny Garcia. He get the torn retina. He comes back and fights Yorganis Ugas. This dude did a minor wrist surgery and he come back and want to fight a C-level fighter. Do you see the difference in intent? Do you see why he ain't the face of boxing? Because he don't move like it. If EJ could say no tune-ups and don't demand $45 million a fight, why the hell do Caneol Alvarez get to fight tune-ups and demand damn near $50 million a fight? Y'all, I'll fight him right now for $50 million. $45 million? Matter of fact, just give me the $20 million that Golovkin made. I'll fight Canelo today, right now. Like right now, like when I'm in the stream. Matter of fact, I'll keep the stream, go outside, front of my yard and get knocked out. You know what I mean? For $20 million. You get what I'm saying? Taylor, yeah, out here ducking Catterall Dub. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. He's standing in the way. It better be even Beevil. Right. And I think he clout chasing. I don't think he's going to fight Beevil again, but we're going to see. Salute to you, R. West. Appreciate you, my bro. Appreciate all y'all. Y'all punched the like button on the way out, man. Guys never wanted to fight Jack again. Nope. And wasted 18 months. Right. Boxing MMA. I felt like that was by far one of the most disrespectful things you could have done to a fighter. Not only, and I did a live on it the other day, Boxing MMA. I don't remember if you was in here, but I said that, you know, Jack Catterall robbed again. And that's what I meant about again. He got robbed out of his opportunity to win when he outboxed, you know what I mean, Josh Taylor in every round except for one. He outlanded him in every round except for one, and he dropped him. He should have had the belt, and he should have been the champion. He should have took his belts and been the champion. But they robbed him, and then you robbed him out of an opportunity to get it back and wasted 18 months of his life. That's foul, man. It's foul. Yeah. And he looked bad. And now they talking about negotiating with Teofimo, which is a disservice to Jack Catterall. So justice for Jack, man. We looking for justice. To add that in there, Fate. We got a justice for Jack. We got to add that in the conclusion, man. Salute to everybody. Y'all punch the like button on the way out. Sub to the channel if you're new. If I don't come back live today, I'll definitely be back tomorrow. So y'all enjoy the Super Bowl if y'all watching it. And we're going to keep the grind going. Conclusion, Teal versus Taylor, the BS fight. Canelo back at it again with the BS fight. Pero good, come back. Yeah, facts. Barrios look solid. Foster's a new threat to anyone, especially at 130. You know it right now. The king of excuses. Foster ran BS and EJ better. And also justice for Jack Catterall, y'all. But salute to the family in the building. Y'all punch the like button, and man, y'all turn the notifications on. We're going to keep rocking, man. Salute to my TWT fam as well. This has been a hell of a stream. It's almost 3.5 hours, so I'm going to let y'all get up out of here. Yeah, right, Dub. This Cowboy Nation over here, Dub. This Cowboy Nation over here. The hell with the Eagles, man. Now, just like Blue said, I hope both teams lose, throw interceptions and everything. I hope they tie in the Super Bowl. Now, I hope they tie in the Super Bowl. Now, I said it. Now, I hope they tie, for that matter. Facts, Dub. A salute to the fan. Salute to everybody in the building. Appreciate all y'all. Show love to everybody, man. Much love to the fan. And we're going to get up out of here, y'all. Peace.